So, guten Abend. Halt, Mikro vor die. Man hört es? Ja. So, jetzt will ich das umstellen. Guten Abend, German Player. Guten Abend, Pumpman. Oder mache ich das darüber? Ich glaube, ich schmeiß das darüber und das schmeiße ich darüber. So ungefähr. Genau. Jetzt muss ich nur wegen umstellen. Egal. Mal ja anders mal. Guten Abend, Zwanni. Guten Abend, Angelika. Starten wir doch mal das Spiel. Das irritiert mich voll, dass das jetzt da so ist. So. Wenn ich jetzt runtergehe. Ja. So passt alles. Ja. Guten Abend, Arthur. Guten Abend, Max. Hä? Ah, okay, jetzt muss ich runter scrollen. Eieieiei. Jetzt kommt davon, wenn man zu viele Bildschirme hat. Falls man sieht, Hintergrund ist ein bisschen anders. Ich bin gerade am Umbauen. Oder eher umräumen. Man hört es auch. Das darüber. Das darüber. Ich kann es hören. Im Stream ist auch sehr gut. Ich habe ein paar Sachen umstecken müssen und da war es mir immer nicht, was dann wieder passt und was nicht. Kaffee wegen weiter rüber. So. Ja gut, letzter Stream des Jahres. Ja, auf jeden Fall. Morgen komme ich nicht dazu. Und da dachte ich mir, hören wir doch mit Genshin auf, wenn morgen Abend dann schon schlecht ist. Ich hoffe mal, alle Weihnachten gut überstanden. Letzte Arbeitswoche. Ich habe Glück gehabt, Inventur war schnell rum, deswegen habe ich heute Urlaub gehabt. Gleichzeitig wieder ein Nachteil, einen Tag weniger Urlaub für nächstes Jahr übrig. Okay, man sieht es überall. Warum ist das hier ausgeblendet? So, jetzt. Ja. Okay. Ja, was machen wir heute? Ich habe heute eine Folge mal wieder gebracht seit längerem. Wir sind immer noch bei dem Dings da fest. Was war aus Aktion? Akizu Komodameshi. Müssen wir noch fertig machen. Ich muss noch mal abend bis zum Jahreswechsel. Also an Silvester selber, oder was da? Wieso ist das da? 50 Gebete? Achso, ja, ich habe zweimal für Ayato gezogen. So. Wir machen erstmal ausnahmsweise mal wieder die Dailies. Standard. Bloß die Frage, wo sind die heute? Sumero? Ah ja, da. Das ist Untergrund, da oben müssen wir hin. Hab ich das eigentlich da stehen? Ach so, ja. Weihnachten von jemandem bekommen. Sieht man das? Machen wir so. So eine Thermoskanne mit der Ganyu drauf. Nicht auseinanderfallen. Nicht auseinanderfallen.
Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days.
Eine kleine Hutao-Figur.
Goodness knows what they find
Natürlich eine von diesen
disappointing
eher
about
billigen.
their own world.
Was so eine Original von dem großen Hersteller gibt's noch nicht. Ganz cool. Lohnt sich der Mondsegen? Der Mondsegen, ja, den habe ich eigentlich immer. Also, momentan nicht. Also, wenn du halt spielst die ganze Zeit, lohnt es sich. Wenn du keinen Bock hast, dich jeden Tag einzulocken, dann eher nicht. Also, ich habe dann jetzt in den 2 Jahren fast jeden Monat laufen gehabt. Ja, dann nicht. Wie lange läuft ein Ding eigentlich noch? Das Gebet läuft es noch über 2 Wochen. Ja, okay, da wundert es mich nicht, weil ich jetzt schon überlegt habe, wann kommt denn jetzt eigentlich der Stream fürs nächste Update eigentlich. Oh, warte, das ist da gleich. Warte mal, wen habe ich denn da alles ausgerüstet, sehe ich gerade erst. Oh, geht im Moment noch nicht. Ja gut, die kriege ich so auch weg.
Emerge, right here. Emerge. Allow me. Go.
Was das? Oh. Guten Abend, Voice. Oha. Naja, dann ist ja gut, dass es da wieder besser geht. Halt, umstellen. Jetzt. Nein, habe ich nicht. Wen hat man jetzt da eigentlich einmal? Genau. Nahida. Ach scheiße, ich muss ja dann selber wechseln.
I've been waiting for you for ages. Anything I can help you with?
Halt, die Dinge muss ich nur tauschen. Wen hatte ich denn da? Die Jella.
Let's go get ourselves
Man
some.
merkt, ich habe echt schon bestimmt fast 2 Wochen nicht mehr gespielt. Welchen Boss? Den neuen großen? Der geht eigentlich.
Everyone hold hands.
Spektakulär, aber easy zu bekämpfen. Folge im Schweben. Ach so. Wo ist das Licht? Bin ich jetzt bescheuert? Wo ist denn das Licht? Für der, ja. Aber die muss auch erstmal kommen. Ach so, das da? Oh. Ich dachte, das Licht ist immer so irgendwo gewesen. Ah, okay. Oh. Ich hätte mal vielleicht das Zeug machen sollen, ne? Ah. Guten Abend, Tamara. Der kommt mit 3.6. Keine Ahnung. Kann sein, kann auch nicht sein. Auch wenn es die Leaks vielleicht sagen, heißt es am Ende nicht, dass das kommen soll. Weil es hat auch geheißen, dass Beiso kommen soll und... Der soll jetzt scheinbar doch nicht kommen. Deswegen schauen wir mal, wer kommt. Ja, ja, werde ich mal ausprobieren, ja. Ob ich sie bekomme. Sonst aber auch kein Verlust, wenn ich sie nicht bekomme. Dann richte ja auch schon eine Grüße aus, falls du mal siehst. Schweinerei, wie sie lieber wirklich was macht. Anstatt hier rumzusitzen. Hä? Ach so. Oh. So. Da noch haben wir das auch. Hey. Oh, das da? Was ist denn das? Die Beschreibung ist zu vage. Palmer weiß nicht, welche Art von Pose du dir wünschst. Und deine erste Reaktion widerspiegeln würde. Reisender, wenn du in eine verzweifelte Lage geraten würdest, wie würdest du reagieren? Natürlich würde ich kämpfen. Oh, was für eine beeindruckende Antwort. Deine erste Reaktion in einer verzweifelten Lage ist es, sich zur Wehr zu setzen. Dann bitte eine passante Kampfpose an. Geht es ums Überleben? Es gibt keine andere Wahl, nicht zu kämpfen, würde den Tod bedeuten. Bla bla bla. Soll ich jetzt ein Foto machen? Geh zum Ort der Aufnahme und posiere. Wo denn? Hier? Hallo? So einfach. Ist das, was er gewollt hat? Nicht übel. Nö, ja. Dann hat man ja alles. Warte, jetzt wenn ich dahergehe, geht bestimmt jetzt die Story los, oder? Schauen wir mal. Ja, ich dachte es mir auch gerade, ey. Steht halt irgendwie so dann so. Eher wie so. Wie so ein Löwe. Schmusetiger. Vor allem die geilste Aussage war ja eh so in der Richtung. Ja, wie wenn es um Tod geht. Es ist so ein Kampf um Leben und Tod und so. Und dann steht er dann so. Ja, habe ich gelesen, mit Gehirnerschütterung halt. Ach, 6 oder was im Krankenhaus? Ja. Was darüber? Für Yao Yao habe ich doch gesagt, eventuell. Brauche ich das? Habe ich da überhaupt was rein? Abenteuer? Achso, den kann ich herausfordern. Beziehungsweise ich werde es probieren, aber ich werde nicht viele Dinger dafür ausgeben. So. Ja, ein bisschen von dem Zeug können wir schon machen. Ich meine, das mal geht mir zwar dieses Levelgeschacher eigentlich auf den Senkel. So. Also das mit dem... Scheiße, wie heißt das? Erlebnispass? Kampfpass? Keine Ahnung. Gnostik-Erlebnispass. Das mache ich das mal nicht. Aber ein paar Punkte kann man sammeln, damit man die Sachen bekommt. Ein paar. Vor allem die Monde. Was ist denn hier schon wieder? Ach so, ja. So. Jetzt haben wir das gemacht. Jetzt brauchen wir noch Liebe. Nee. Da noch die Dinger. Oh Mann, muss ich. So eher. So, hau raus. Ansehenszeug brauche ich. Weltenfortschritt, Kopfgeld da.
The weather and our moods are the same. They can both get gloomy. It's all right though, because the sky will become even brighter after the rain.
Diese Speichern einfach. Dann hast du echt im Prinzip nur noch Glück gehabt, ey. Hat er dich gerammt oder was mit dem Fahrrad? Oder im Bus. Und... Warte, waren die jetzt alle tot? Auch nicht ganz.
Here comes the catch.
Allow me.
Achso, ja, wieder zurück. So, ich hab mir überlegt, warte mal, was brauche ich jetzt?
This blinding sunlight is such a pain. No way I can get a nap in this weather.
So, her mit dem Zeug.
Take it easy.
Oh. Was denn?
Here. Roll. Covenant of the deep. A brash maneuver. Yokai. Committed to memory.
Lilly, guten Abend. Ja, aber was soll ich jetzt noch dazu sagen? Ich habe ja vorher schon gesagt, gut, dass dann...
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
Habe ich Hallo Lilly gesagt? Ich glaube schon. So. So, jetzt wenn wir den ja noch haben, dann... Ach ja, die anderen Dinger noch, die sind aber schnell gemacht. Und dann machen wir mit der Story weiter. Danach kommen wir entweder mit Nahida oder mit dem... Ich habe vergessen, wie der andere schon wieder heißt. Können wir die Story dann auch noch machen. Wobei auch das Windtrace-Ding heißt. Achso, der ist gegen Wasser jetzt immun, der Sack. Oh, 7, sehr schön. Was bekommen wir? Oh, den Hintergrund. Vorgestern aus dem Krankenhaus. Ja, dann ist es schön, dass du wieder raus durftest. Dann kannst du wenigstens über Neujahr daheim sein. Unbefleckt. Das ist ein schönes Motiv. Immer noch 3 Dinger. Halt V war's. So. Ist der hier gleich? Nee. Wegen weiter vorne. Darius, guten Abend. Boom. Wie meet again? Ja, weil ihr immer dieselben seid, deswegen treffen wir uns ständig. Aufträge. Tiere machen. Schau mal, ob das überhaupt irgendwas ist davon. Ich müsste das Kartenspiel auch mal irgendwann weiterspielen. Zack. Oh, schon erledigt. Okay, das war auch ansehen. Vielleicht bin ich immer noch auf 2, glaube ich. Oder immer noch auf 1, ich weiß es gar nicht mehr. Suche das verlorene Paket. Okay, das ist eine normale Mission. Dann gehen wir da lang. Da oben. Alter, jetzt habe ich ja... Vorgestern? Vorgestern habe ich den angefangen. Der läuft, offiziell läuft er auf Netflix. Der Anime Isekai Ochi-san. Alter, ich kann den nur empfehlen, Alter. Der ist so fuck mega, ey. Das ist so geil. Wie gesagt, gibt's auf Netflix. Müsst ihr halt dann woanders schauen. Wenn ihr kein Netflix habt. Es geht um den Onkel von jemandem. Der ist 17 Jahre lang im Koma gewesen. Und derzeit war er in einer anderen Welt. Und der ist halt total durch, der Typ. Vor allem, der zeigt dann immer, wie so in so Fernseh-Video-Flashbacks durch seinen Kopf zeigt er dann immer, was da passiert ist zu bestimmten Stellen und sei, was weiß ich, Neffe oder keine Ahnung was. Und die Freundin von ihm, die schauen halt dann immer mit und der macht so einen Scheiß teilweise. Du siehst zum Beispiel, wie die eine sich voll an den Rand machen will und er lehnt sie voll ab. Oh, die schlägt mich bloß die ganze Zeit, die ist totaler Psyche und sowas und versteht halt einfach nicht, dass die voll auf ihn steht. Oder macht irgendwelche coolen Abgänge, obwohl er wieder irgendeinen Scheiß. Und vor allem ganz am Anfang ist dann so, dass er irgendwie die ganze Zeit, weil in der Welt alle schön sind, als Ork behandelt wird und total zusammengeschlagen wird und für was der Geier was nicht verkauft wird und alles. Ey, der ist so durch, der Anime. Ey, ich hab den komplett. In 2 Tagen hab ich den komplett gleich weggeschaut. Da ist noch bei 11 Folgen, ich glaube 12 gibt's oder so. Achso, ja, stimmt, das letzte haben wir jetzt gemacht. So. Hört sich amüsant an. Ja, also. Ich hab mich bloß weggehauen davon, vor allem weil der einen Schwachsinn macht. Vor allem der ist dann auch so. Der ist dann auch so ein Nerd gewesen damals, bevor er im Prinzip ins Koma gefallen ist. Die erste Frage dann, ob Sega noch Konsolen herstellt. Und wie er dann erfährt, dass Sega eigentlich gar keine Konsolen mehr macht, ist er so geschockt, dass er sich sofort seine eigene Erinnerung wieder auslöscht. Weil er jedes Mal, wenn er schlimme Sachen erfährt, dann tut er sich seine Erinnerung auslöschen, weil das ist das Beste. Das ist so geil. Der schaut am Anfang total komisch aus, weil ich habe den nicht geschaut, weil die Gesichter so teilweise echt komisch ausschauen. Keine Ahnung. Und dann habe ich eine Szene irgendwo gesehen und dachte mir, okay, der hört sich irgendwie geil an. Das war halt echt mega. So, Aufnahme starten. Läuft alles? Ja. So. Und dann hätte ich gesagt, machen wir jetzt da mal das Zeug weiter mit den Yokai-Dingern. Bin gerade mal bei Folge 8. Ja, bis 11 geht's momentan. Oh, wie sie da überall die Lampen aufgehängt haben. Warte, ist das davon nicht die eine Blumenalter mit der Blume im Gesicht? Deswegen, wenn ihr Blumen kauft, vorsichtig seid, steckt euch nicht in die Augen.
Wait! You're the strange lady we met before!
Oh, it's you two again. I have to say, I'm impressed by your willingness to approach me after last time. You're much braver than I thought. But I'm not going to let you off the hook so easily this time. If you don't leave, I'll...
Nice try, but you don't scare us anymore. We just met your fellow yokai and they told us everything.
Huh? Fellow yokai?
Alter, die Stimme.
That's right. You're another little yokai who lives in the wilderness, aren't you? We just met Yoko, Kappa, and Hitotsume Kozo. So which type of yokai are you, Oh, let Paimon guess. Actually, Paimon has no idea what you are. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're on our way to play a Kitsuyugen. Care to join us?
A Kitsuyugen? Again, that game. How could this be happening now? All I needed was a little more time, and I could...
Huh? What's the matter? Are you not feeling well? Oh, maybe you're hungry. Or maybe you didn't sleep well. You look pretty exhausted. Don't worry. Ito has already taken your fellow yokai to meet some new friends. Everyone will get along just fine.
Video kann man sich verlassen.
Yeah, so there's no need to worry. Come on, let's go play a Kitsuyugen. We'll see who can finish the game the quickest. The loser will have to grant the winner a wish. Oh, it's starting! Get ready.
Spielen wir jetzt einfach gegen sie? Wie der Anime heißt, Isekai Ochisan. Wie gesagt, läuft offiziell nur auf Netflix. Halt, warte, ich muss ja mit dem Ding reden. Wettkampf teilnehmen. Okay, da gibt es die Dinge auch wählen, Yugi-Strategie auszuwählen. Also ich habe schon wieder keine Ahnung, was das eigentlich alles macht. Ja, nimm mal einfach das da. Hä? Achso, da. Und Ich habe keine Ahnung. Let's go. Fuck, welche waren das, was wir da brauchen? Blitz? Wasser? Oh ne, warte, da Wasser. Hä? Nein! Was soll das? Geh weg. Achso, ich muss da wieder draufdrücken, ja, jetzt hat. Und Feuer? Ich habe keine Ahnung mehr, was man da braucht. Und Eis. Der geht jetzt gerade nach hinten und dann wieder weg, oder? Ja. Alter. Boah, bin ich doof. Achso, ja, stimmt, ich kann auch näher. Ah, okay, doch nicht. Alter, ist das nervig. Das trifft immer nur eins. Oh. Ach so, weil Wasser, ne? Oder so. Doch. Naja. So macht das schon mehr Sinn.
Amazing! You cleared all the elemental cubes so quickly! Paimon thinks we got this in the bag! Alright, it's your turn!
Okay. Watch and learn.
Frau hat das Spiel in einer unvorstellbaren Geschwindigkeit beendet.
No way! She hit every cube in one shot and finished even faster than you, Traveler! Paimon's head is spinning after watching that. Did you see how she did it?
Du hast gewonnen.
Even if the rules have changed a little, I would never lose to amateurs like you.
Oh, right! You're a yokai! You're the ones who created a Kitsuyugen! No wonder you're so good. Anyway, we'll keep our word. You can make a wish now. But before you say anything, we won't do anything that's clearly impossible or harmful to others.
A wish, huh? Then I wish that we never cross paths again.
Wait, what? But didn't we just have a great time together?
That's precisely why. Don't ever come near me or speak to me again. Surely that's a wish you can fulfill, right? This is my final word of warning. If I ever see your faces again, I will... I'll steal your souls! Scared now? Good! Then don't come here again!
Paimon doesn't get it. Did we do something wrong?
Vielleicht will sie nur ihre Ruhe haben.
Fair enough. But Paimon had a lot of fun playing a Kitsuyugen with her. It would be great if we could see her again. Anyway, let's go see how Ito's doing.
Das sind wir Netflix mit Anime nicht anzeigen will. Kann es sein, dass der dann vielleicht erst nur in Japan läuft, ohne Untertitel? Schauermärchen. Ja, das sind die anderen.
So, you must be Hitatsume Kozo.
Yeah.
No need to be nervous. I'm Yuimiya, and I run Naganohara Fireworks.
Oh, I once saw some Naganohara fireworks. Even though I was watching from a distance, they were still so beautiful, bursting across the sky.
Really? Then the next time we meet, I'll bring some fireworks for us to launch together. It'll be fun.
Whoa, really? Thank you very much. And if I may ask, are you Lord Kaedehara Kazuha?
Yes, that's me. But I'm afraid that I'm no lord, just a wandering samurai.
I've seen you with your sword in the wilderness. You made quick work of many opponents with your amazing swordsmanship.
That must have been when I was trying to escape Inazuma. It wasn't as impressive as you make it seem. I had to face many trying situations before I was able to leave the islands. The head of the Kamisato clan also lent me his assistance at the time. By the way, this is his sister.
Wie halt die Ding auch da ist, die Ayaka.
Oh, so you must be the one and only Shirasagi Himegimi. What an honor.
There's no need to be so formal.
I never imagined I'd ever meet someone as distinguished as you. I must be dreaming.
Hey, don't you want to go talk to them too?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rather shy.
Really? Well, that's strange. You seemed completely fine when we were chatting.
Scheiße, wer ist denn da jetzt alles, ey?
I'm not sure why, but I feel so relaxed when talking with you, General Goro. Actually, I'm the most timid of the three of us. I hid for days the last time someone tossed a stone into the river. Sorry for rambling on. It's odd. I'm not normally like this.
It's okay. You can't excel at everything. The important thing is to have the courage to change.
Hey there. Chatting away, I see. Mind if I join you?
I've never seen a kappa before.
Hello there.
Thank you for bringing so many amazing people to meet us, Ito.
Ah, it's nothing. Being the one and only means being the best, you know? Oh, I should mention that I even have my own gang, and every member has a special title.
Classic Ito! There you go, bragging about yourself again. Don't confuse them. Everyone's here for the test of courage, not because you brought them here. Half the people here don't even know who you are.
Hey, this is my moment, Paimon. Don't ruin it for me.
Ito really isn't as cool as he claims to be. When it comes to having connections in Inazuma, nobody can beat Paimon and the Traveler.
Oh, yeah? All right. Well, then let's have a little contest and see who knows the most people.
Sure, bring it on, bull checker beetle boy. Please don't fight. Actually, I think you're both really amazing.
Ja, aber ich bin mehr amazing.
And you also have a great friendship, just like Lord Kamai and the samurai.
Well, of course. Boss!
Was macht die jetzt da?
Oh, it's the boys! Ah, darn it. I was so caught up with the yokai that I forgot I was supposed to scare the daylights out of the gang. Boss! Hey, fellas. Look, I can explain. Boss! We're sorry! Wait, what now?
We shouldn't have ever doubted you, boss. You were right.
Yeah, the test of courage is terrifying. There are definitely ghosts here. I still get shivers just thinking about it. but the thrill was kind of fun.
Hoppala. Knarz, knarz.
Oh, well, I told you it would be an exhilarating experience, but no, none of you believed me. Anyway, no need to be too scared now. Let me tell you what's happening here. It turns out there aren't any ghosts here. All the scary stuff you saw was just a little misunderstanding we had with the yokai. Right?
Sorry, but I've never seen these three before. I'm not sure where you've been or what you've seen, but I don't think it had anything to do with us.
Huh?
Huh?
Was?
Wait, hold on, little Yoko. You're kidding, right? Wait, you know, now's not really the time for that.
No, I'm serious. I really don't know what's going on.
But if it wasn't you guys, does that mean there are real ghosts out here?
Also wir haben da diese prächtig gekleidete Frau gesehen.
Oh, that's right. Paimon assumed she was a yokai too. And we even played a Kitsuyukin with her. I'm not sure who it was you met. But we're the only three yokai who wanted to hold a festival here. So she was a ghost?
Boss, save us!
Calm down. Everyone just calm down now.
What's all the noise about?
Also.
Oh, you're the Tenryou Commission's...
Hazel!
There's nothing to fear. Even if there really is a ghost, all your noise would drive it away. Ito, you and your gang should go and inform the other contestants about the situation. Traveler, Paimon, please, come with me.
Oh, okay.
Paimon somehow feels a little better now that Hazel's here.
Ist das ein japanischer Netflix-Account? Nee, nicht wirklich. Ich hab's woanders geschaut. Wo sind die anderen eigentlich alle? Guten Abend.
Could the rumors be true then? Do strange phenomena really happen every time the test of courage is held? Please be careful.
Ja, wünsche ich dir auch. Warum großer?
Recite this to yourself. Keep your mind clear and at peace. Free your thoughts from spirits and ghosts. Those were Her Excellency's remarks in the directive. She once said, there is nothing to be afraid of as long as your conscience is clear. Oh, if only Her Excellency were here. She...
Das schreibe ich immer. Ach so, okay. So.
Hello? Miss Shy Maiden? Huh. Strange. She isn't here. Ah! What's this? Look, there's something written in red on the bulletin board. Round 3, item, Hagoita. Does this mean that the item we have to find in the 3rd round is a Hagoita?
Ich weiß nicht mehr, was das ist.
The Shrine Maiden appears to be urging us to finish the 3rd round of the Test of Courage.
Oder hinten stehen die anderen.
But where did she go? Has she been taken away by a ghost? Will Paimon be next? Paimon will never leave your side now.
The words are scribbled hastily, but there's no evidence of a struggle. However, aren't there too many words written here?
Heißt das, hast du etwas bemerkt?
I believe that the 3 items chosen for this 3-round contest were each selected by the 3 organizing parties. The Dongo Milk was chosen by the merchant who funded the event, and the fan was chosen by the Yashiro Commission, which provided the staff.
So, does the Hagoita, which should have been chosen by the Grand Narukami Shrine, have any unique significance?
Let's worry about that later. The bigger question is, are we really going to join the third round of the test of courage? Paimon would love to win the grand prize, but our safety comes first. How about we make a tactical retreat?
I still have my commission to complete, so I'll stay. Fear arises from mystery, and it's a detective's job to unearth the truth from the mystery.
Paimon somehow feels a little better after hearing you say that. Okay then, let's wait for a while. Maybe the Shrine Maiden had something to take care of and we'll be back soon.
Schauermärchen abgeschlossen. Warte auf den nächsten Tag. Na gut, aber nur weil sie es sagt. Achso, ja, ich muss ja. Na, jetzt. Zack. Alter, was geht nicht jetzt hier so rum?
We've been waiting quite a while, but the Shrine Maiden still hasn't shown up. It looks like we'll just have to start the third round without her. Who will we team up with this time?
Schauen wir mal, wer kommt.
Traveler, Paimon, please let me be your partner for the final round of the test of courage.
Nein.
I'd like your assistance with this investigation, since you two are the only ones who have seen the alleged ghost.
That's fine with Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
Hast du irgendwelche Hinweise?
I have a few theories, but we don't have enough leads yet. There are some places I'd like to investigate first, so you two can accompany me.
Sure. Where would you like to start?
I want to go back to where we first met up. According to your accounts, you encountered the ghost there and passed out. I believe there may still be some clues there.
Do we really have to go there? What if we're walking into a trap?
Are you worried that she'll be waiting for us? If anything, that would make things easier. My worry is that we won't be able to find her. Honestly, it'd save me a lot of trouble if she were to show up on her own.
Wow, Hazel, you're fearless.
The more cases you see, the less afraid you become. Let's go.
Ja, gut. Strömungen des Lebens. Wo ist er eigentlich?
This should be approximately where you first encountered the ghost. Of course, we cannot conclude whether the woman is actually a ghost or not at this point. But I'd like to go over everything that happened again. Do you recall anything she said at the time?
Let Paimon think. She warned us not to go near her, and she said if we didn't leave, our souls would become trapped here. Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to remember that moment. Paimon's shivering just thinking about it.
And then what happened?
Then, everything seemed to get darker, and Paimon started to feel dizzy. There were ghostly flames flickering all around, and Paimon saw some sort of black mist surrounding the ghost, and then Paimon passed out.
Based on your account, it does really seem like you've seen a ghost.
Exactly! So are you convinced it was a ghost now?
It's possible, but I'm more interested in what she's actually trying to achieve than what she is. Even if she is a ghost, as long as she possesses some sense of reason, then there must be some purpose behind her actions.
Wasn't she after our souls? She said that herself.
I think she was just trying to scare you.
Oh, you think so?
Think about it. If I had the ability to take your souls, then why go to the trouble of warning you over and over again? Besides, a ghost wouldn't have allowed you to walk away knowing about the secret of its powers.
That does make sense.
Denn Paimon hat die ganze Zeit über Angst, oder?
I believe there are only two possibilities. The first is that she wanted to reap your souls, but there was some condition that had to be met. You know, like what we usually call a curse. But if you had really been cursed, then you would probably have noticed it by now. So, this is the less likely scenario. I believe she was just trying to scare you away.
But why would she want to scare us away? Oh, Paimon knows! Maybe she was trying to get us to quit so she could claim the Test of Courage prizes!
Hat sie sich für die Probe angemeldet?
Oh! Probably not. So why does she want to scare us? Do you have any ideas, Hazel?
Based solely on your account, I don't believe she actually meant any harm. She just didn't want you to stay here. But this evidence alone is insufficient to make any valid assumptions. She could very well be guarding some treasure or covering up a crime. Though, my intuition is telling me that neither of these hypotheses are correct. Let's continue investigating the surrounding area.
Na gut. Suche nach Hinweisen. Oh, die sind gleich nebeneinander. Auf dem Boden kann man die Spuren einiger Fußabdrücke erkennen. In der Betrachtung scheint sie zu Heise und mir zu gehören. Könnte diese Frau wirklich ein Geist sein? Wow. Oh, das könnten... Oh nein, das waren wir. Ich habe mich überall gesucht. Okay, aber ich habe keine Hinweise gefunden. Als ich nach oben blicke, sah ich, dass einige Äste leicht nach unten gebogen sind, als ob dort früher schwere Gegenstände aufgehängt worden wären. Wow, harte Detektivarbeit, Mann. Das sind einige Äste, die seltsam aussehen. Alter, was ist los? Warum gern ich jetzt hier die ganze Zeit rum?
Yeah, some tree branches seem like they were bent by something, but that's about it.
I see. After you left, I took a good look around the area. Aside from the bent branches, there are burn marks in some places, but that doesn't really tell us much. If only there was some more conclusive evidence.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's you guys! What are you all doing here?
We heard you were out searching for clues, and we wanted to help.
Oh, that's really brave of you.
Actually, we're also really unsure about what's happening here. We just asked the members of Mr. Ito's gang about what happened to them, and it sounded really scary. That lady's either a nasty evil spirit or a formidable yokai. Either way, it's not good. But we still want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Uh-huh. We long admired the friendship between Lord Kamai and the samurai, which is why we want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival to return the favor we once received from the humans. Even though our powers are limited, we don't want this bond of friendship to vanish. The Mikawa Flower Festival is meant to be enjoyable for everyone.
The Chinju Forest covers a large area, so it'd be great to have more help in the investigation. Welcome to the team. Let's all do our best to figure out what's going on.
Don't worry, we're very familiar with the area. We won't miss any clues.
Einen guten Abend, dann, ne? Da.
Look what I found down by the river! Huh? What is it?
Is it a scrap of black cloth? I've never seen fabric like this before.
This is a piece of shade cloth.
Verdunklungsstoff?
Shade cloth?
Yeah, it can effectively block out light and is used in a variety of settings, including stage performances. There's a rough tear in the cloth, probably caused by a sharp stone, or maybe some branches.
Branches?
Suppose that a large shade cloth was originally hung from a tree, bending the branches. When the shade cloth was removed from the tree, perhaps one of the corners caught and the branches ripped it, causing a small piece of black cloth to fall into the river. Either she didn't care, or she was in too great a hurry. Perhaps she had other things to handle at the time.
But why would she hang shade cloth in the trees.
I'm only speculating, but maybe she used it to create the atmosphere you experienced.
Oh, was meint er damit?
Let's not worry about that for now. There's still many variables I haven't deduced yet. Next, I'd like to investigate the place where the Arataki gang encountered her. Do you know how to get there?
Oh, I know the way. I asked the gang members where their encounter with the ghost happened when we were chatting earlier. I'll take you there.
Good. Please lead the way. Let's go find out what's going on.
Ich hab den Namen endlich gefunden, jetzt merkt einen anderen Namen. Okay, ich kannte ihn nur mit dem Namen. Wie heißt er denn jetzt?
Take it easy.
Isekai-Onkel oder so? Wäre die direkte Übersetzung. Oder Onkel aus einer anderen Welt.
This is the place. They claimed that as they passed through here, the area suddenly grew dark, and some ghostly flames appeared out of nowhere.
Huh. What a coincidence.
Ob die Dinge angestellt hat? Die... Oh, sag's mal. Die Jai?
We saw the very same thing.
Let's start by taking a look around the area, just as...
I found some sort of smashed ball under the tree. The inside of it looks like it was blackened by smoke, and it smells like fireworks.
Judging from the burn marks left on the scene, the ghostly flames you saw were not created by yokai power. Rather, they appear to have been caused by something flammable. I'm not sure what, though.
Uncle from another world. Okay. Da hätte ich mir auch denken können, dass der da anders heißt. Kommt, manchmal behalten sie die japanischen Namen, manchmal nicht. Das ist manchmal so verwirrend, ey.
There's some strange powder in the cracks of these stones. I picked some up and sniffed it to see what it is, and it made me really dizzy.
Oh, deswegen sind wir ohnmächtig geworden. Onkel aus einer anderen Welt. Ist auch die direkte Übersetzung, einfach, auf Englisch.
Similar scare tactics. And she didn't have the time to completely hide the traces. I believe we're closing in on the truth now. I'm almost certain that the woman you encountered was not a ghost. She possesses no extraordinary powers. She was merely scaring people with some small props she had set up ahead of time.
Some small props? But can you really do all that with just some props? What we saw was absolutely terrifying.
First and foremost, the test of courage contributed to the unsettling atmosphere here. You were initially frightened by your first encounter with these 3 yokai, and then shortly after, you ran into the mysterious woman. It was natural for you to be on edge. Because you were already tensed up, you were breathing more rapidly and inhaled a lot of sleeping powder that she had sprinkled around the area. That is what caused you to feel dizzy. That's when she pulled down the shade cloth and lit those so-called ghostly flames, creating a terrifying scene. That's the most likely explanation anyway.
So, it was all just a show?
Ja, aber sie hat eine ziemlich schlimme Stimme eigentlich. Kettenraucher oder so.
Tricked us.
There is, however, still one loose end. The person who commissioned my investigation did become stranded on the beach as a result of some unusual power. That couldn't have been accomplished by just a few small props. But if she possesses such powers, why bother with the theatrics?
Oh, Paimon can't wrap her head around all this.
She can only use props to scare people in the forest, but she can use strange powers on the beach. Huh, I see. I think I've figured it out.
Dann erzähl mal, Sherlock.
Whoa, that was fast.
If we rule out the potential of organized crime, then only one possibility remains. I know who the woman is. Let's go to the beach.
We'll come along too.
No, you should go back and tell the others not to be afraid and not waste their time searching the forest. The truth has surfaced. It's time to put an end to all the unnecessary panic and await the outcome of the test of courage.
Okay, but please be careful. If you run into any danger, simply call out our names. We'll be able to hear you.
There shouldn't be any danger now, but thank you anyway. Let's go.
Also an sich ist es so...
Cliffs on.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, there should be a chunk of earth that's unlike the others.
Also an sich ist es schon ganz cool, ne, dass der Heiße so, wie er das alles analysiert und dann auf die Lösung kommt. Aber den Typ würdest du niemals in irgendeinem Secret Room mitnehmen. Bezahlst Geld dafür, nur damit er 5 Sekunden später alles gelöst hat. Alter, wie jetzt halt alles voller dieser Dinger ist. War das vorher auch so? Oder sind das wieder mehr von? Ich meine, der Weg hier runter ja, aber da unten weiß ich gar nicht mehr. Ich meine, 5 Sekunden und alles war wahrscheinlich wieder weg. Ah, das sind auch die fliegenden Lavendelmelonen. Die kleinen fliegenden Palmbons. Das war so geil, die Joemia. Die sind fast so aus wie Palmbon. Man ist Palmbon zu einer Lavendelmelone geworden. Hä? Oh, da hinten. Untersuchen.
I knew it. I knew that you would come find me here.
Alter, das ist 5 Meter neben dem Ding. Es ist nicht so, als ob du dich versteckt hättest.
There she is. Paimon thought you were a yokai like the others, but they said they never seen you before. So, who are you? And why did you try to scare us?
I have already warned you never to speak to me. If you don't leave now, then...
Mit der Schere hingehen, abschneiden.
She's terrifying. Hazel, it sure doesn't seem like she's using any props this time.
Don't move. Just trust me. Your yokai power won't scare us. It will only hasten your demise.
Yokai power?
Huh? How did you know?
Oh.
You're a yokai that emerged from an object and assumed a human form outside of your own body. When this type of yokai is close to its own body, it can use some yokai power, but that ability weakens as it moves further away. And if the original body is destroyed, then the yokai that originated from it will likewise perish. Should I refer to you as a Hagoita spirit or Tsukumogami?
Don't bother. You may call me Hanyuda Chizuru. That is the name I go by now.
Chizuru, why do you want us to leave? If you're a yokai, you should understand why the other yokai want to interact with humans. Besides, we had a great time playing a Kitsuyugen together, didn't we? Just like the story of Kamai and the samurai.
Yes, that's why. That's why I don't want you to be sad too.
Sad? What do you mean?
I'm sure the yokai have already told you of the story about Kamai befriending the samurai. But they don't actually know the entire story.
Uh-oh.
The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the festival. They met again 10 years later and remained friends. They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other, but 10 years later, they became best friends. After another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin. Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel. However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime. But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I see. Then, how about one last game of Akitsu Hazara?
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked forward to, and in just a few decades it turned into regret. Lord Kamai's appearance hadn't changed, but his dear friend in front of him had grown old. The joys of friendship gradually gave way to the pain of regret. People often say that those outside the situation can see things more clearly, and I learned a harsh truth after witnessing all of it. Everything that people come to regret is inevitably set in motion from the beginning. We yokai are different from humans. We have longer lifespans and different natures, but we share the same world. We interact with one another. We are drawn to one another, and will eventually part ways. When the dream ends, all that is left are sorrowful memories and lingering pain. Even a wise and seasoned yokai like Kamai felt sadness when it was time to say goodbye.
Oh.
So, you mean...
I was hiding on this beach, waiting for the last of my days. But those 3 yokai came and set up the Akitsu Yugen here, which woke me from my slumber. I didn't want them to approach humans with unbridled optimism and enthusiasm just because they'd heard the legend of Kamai and the samurai. That would simply be repeating the same mistake.
Is that why you pretended to be a ghost? To scare all the people away from here? Oh, so you must be the one who trapped that guy on the beach. That was a little bit harsh, don't you think?
My power has become pretty weak now, and most of the time I just use some props I've collected to scare people. I can't show myself when there are a lot of people around. But that jerk was greedy. He wanted to steal the decorations from Akitsu Yugen and sell them for a profit. That's why I used my yokai power, to teach him a lesson.
Ah, so that's what happened. You have a strong sense of justice. By the way, how did you know the rest of the story about Kamai and the samurai?
It's okay if you don't want to tell us. I've already figured it out.
Is sie das?
Your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
Hä?
Hagoita? Oh, wait! So that means she's...
The pair of Hagoita used by Kamai and the human samurai to play Akitsu Hazara hundreds of years ago. You gradually developed sentience after being influenced by great yokai power. You were the closest to witness their story. Even with the yokai power's blessing, the Hagoita have started to rot away after hundreds of years. You can't sustain yourself, so you were forced to rely on props to scare people. And if my theory is correct, this pair of Hagoita is also the item we need to find for the 3rd round of the test of courage.
Excellent work. You figured it all out.
Wie ich gewusst habe, dass die mit drin steckt.
Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the 3rd round of the test of courage.
Miko? And the Shrine Maiden? Paimon thought you went missing.
I apologize for causing you concern. It was actually Lady Yai's idea.
Well, what did you think? Were you scared? Because fear is induced by uncertainty, the more chaotic the situation, the better. Having the event staff also mysteriously vanish only added to the uncertainty. I must say, I think this test of courage truly lived up to its name.
So you're the one responsible all the scary stuff.
Hitomi, go tell the others that the test of courage has ended and that we have a winner.
Now that I've solved the mystery, I'm going back to meet with my client. The intent to steal is not exactly a serious crime, but it can't go unpunished. I'll see you two later.
Er ist gar nicht so schlimm eigentlich, aber ich hätte vielleicht schon länger mal seine Story machen sollen.
Miko, did you choose the Hagoita for the third round of the test of courage because you already knew about Chizuru?
Miko, Lady Yae, you're...
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa Flower Festival one year and saw her play Akitsu Hazura. That was when I saw you. You didn't have a human form at the time and possessed only the earliest traces of sentience.
I remember now. You were on Kitsune Saigu's shoulder.
I went for a stroll on the beach some time ago and sensed a familiar yokai power. Though your power was weak, I was still able to find you. You were sitting in a tree, gazing at the tourists below. I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
Huh? When was that? I didn't notice you at all.
With your powers being so diminished, it was only natural that you didn't notice me. You must have been blaming yourself all this time. You knew Kamai and the samurai became friends as a result of Akitsu Hazura, a game connected to your existence.
At the time, I couldn't take on a human form like this. I had only a hazy sense of the outer world. After they first met at the Mikawa Flower Festival, I felt proud to know that I had left a mark on their story. But after they said their final goodbyes, I could often hear Kamai sighing to himself. I couldn't help but hide, because I blamed myself. When I woke up again, the world had changed. Lady Yae, you are a well-known yokai. You must know many more things than I do. So I have a question for you. People meet, become friends, and then go their separate ways. After such a short time, they leave only regret and sadness in their wake. Is it really worthwhile for us yokai to interact with humans?
Why not? Tell me, how did you feel when you played Akitsu Yugen with the Traveler?
I felt happy, but...
But your rationality told you that it was wrong, didn't it? It turns out that there is still another piece to the story of Kamai and the samurai that you are missing.
What do you mean? The samurai and Kamai never met again.
True, but the story doesn't end there. That samurai's name was Yanagibashi Takuto, who also happens to be the founder of the Soran Ishin art. It is believed that Takuto developed this style of swordsmanship while dueling with Kamai, who had also befriended the third-generation heir of the Soran Ishin art, Tominaga Masanari. 500 years ago, Kamai and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moments, and the sword Tominaga wielded was passed down from Yanagibashi. The regret Kamai once felt had finally been resolved.
Oh. I never knew.
We yokai are not like humans. Humans have too short a lifespan, and the day will inevitably come when we must say goodbye. However, the bond formed by friendship will not be broken, but rather carried on in a new form. There's no reason to be upset by this. Time flies by in an instant, and life passes by like a dream. So, you must be happy in the present. You should understand what I mean now.
Hey, compadres!
Jetzt kommen sie alle.
Ito, what are you doing here?
Hitomi told me everything. And I also heard that you won the last round. I even know who the ghost lady is now. Anyway, I had a little discussion with the others, and, Hey, you're that fox lady. Why are you here?
Die Rahmenkameradin?
Please just disregard my presence. Now, tell us what you discussed.
Right. All right, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be holding the Mikawa Flower Festival. I gave it some real thought and realized that it might be kind of difficult for those little yokai to hold the festival on their own. But with my help, it won't be a problem. That's right. Arataki, the one and only Ito, will be in charge of organizing the best Mikawa Flower Festival anyone's ever seen.
Wie sie selber applaudiert.
Hooray for Ito!
Oh.
Oh.
Can we really trust this guy with the festival?
Hey, what you trying to say? Besides, it won't just be me. Other people will help too. Even my bro Ayato is gonna be there. Everyone's busy getting ready, and the festival will be up and running in no time. It won't be long until you can all join the fun.
You're the best, Ito!
Sie steht da, das heißt, was war das? Guten Abend, Klaus. So, jetzt habe ich mal kurz Zeit dazwischen. Ich und die anderen, die kleinen Yoga bauen das Festzeugs auf. Weil die habt nur ein bisschen was hin und fertig.
And what would a festival be without me? I'll be sure to go have a look too.
Waren die jetzt die ganze Zeit an derselben Stelle gestanden und haben gewartet, bis die fertig sind?
It has been some time since I've attended a festival. Fortunately, I brought sake with me.
Paimon's gotta admit, Ito does have his moments. A festival, delicious food, count Paimon in!
Wollen wir gemeinsam hingehen?
Alright, I'll join. If you don't mind, that is.
Keine Sorge, ich gehe in 30, 40 Jahren nicht drauf, weil der Typ ist eh unsterblich oder so.
Looks like the festival has started! Let's go check it out!
Ayato ist doch gar nicht da. Was soll der Käse? Yoimiya?
Oh no! I almost had it!
Oh, starting to get the hang of it, huh? Keep trying.
Ist doch alles in Ordnung, Klaus. Schreib ruhig. Schon mal, was der Ito da sagt. Halt, warte, das geht doch weiter. Scheiße.
Goro, what are you two talking about?
Oh, I was just saying that if I had more time, I'd have built a massive fishing pond here.
Fishing? You know, when I lived on Watatsumi Island, I used to just dive into the sea and catch fish with my bare hands.
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch fish is nowhere near as fun as using a fishing rod. Just the other day, I caught a fish so big that I didn't even know how to handle it. I even wrote a letter to Yai Publishing House about it.
Was?
That's an unusual problem to have.
Huh? A big fish? How come you didn't tell us? Paimon could have helped you eat it!
Huh? You wrote a letter to Yai Publishing House?
Oh, you bet I did. I wrote to the That's Life column and asked Miss Hina for advice. Ah, she's so amazing. She got back to me really quickly, too.
Nein.
Huh. What a coincidence. I do some part-time work there, and I recently received a similar letter.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No. Could it be?
Uh-oh.
Could it be that there's someone as good at fishing as I am? Oh, not on my watch. Hey, you all go enjoy the festival. I'm gonna get out there and catch an even bigger fish. Just you wait. I'll be inviting you all to my fish feast.
Der Ito, Alter. Wie geil.
Aw, the string snapped. I was so close. Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you really fish out these water balloons with a string?
Don't worry. Let me show you a little trick. Just remember that your hand has to be quick.
Yo-Yo Tsuri! Paimon's seen this game in some light novels before!
Do you want to give it a shot? Close one eye, aim carefully, and fish it out quickly.
Oh, it looks kinda tricky. Paimon will let the traveler try. You have to catch at least 3 water balloons since there's 3 of us.
But Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
Stimmt, der hat nur eins.
This ramen is so good.
Yes, it feels like it's been ages since the last time I had some.
You mean you don't get to eat ramen very often, Ayaka? But it's so delicious!
Oh, it's you. We'll need 2 more bowls of ramen, please. Food like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt, so I don't get to eat them very often.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, now Paimon totally gets why Ayaka would put cake into hot pot.
Oh, please, no need to bring that up again.
Phew, I'm stuffed and feeling a little sleepy. I'm just gonna take a nap.
By the way, were there any special stalls at yokai festivals in the past?
Yes, but... well, it's a long story.
Fährst du auch Silvester? Ja. Wir essen halt wieder einen Haufen Zeug.
Paimon can't believe you couldn't get
Ich will
a
die Story
single
hören.
water balloon. You've gotten rusty. Chizuru managed to finally get one and gave it to Hitotsume Kozo.
He looked like he really wanted it.
But Paimon wanted one too.
Oh.
All right, then I'll catch one for you next time.
Yay!
Ist das nur der
Come on
Maskenball?
now, this is way more expensive than usual. Even if it is a festival, you shouldn't hike up the prices this much.
Hey now, it costs money to run a stall. I need to raise my prices to help cover the expenses, you know?
Fair enough. How about 5 masks for 30% off? Final offer.
Alright, alright.
Dummer, Alter, bloß am Falschen, ey.
It's so hot. Feels like I'm being roasted here.
Alter, du stehst vor einem riesigen Lagerfeuer. Was erwartest du?
Don't get too close. It's better to keep a few steps back.
I know. It's just so rare to see such a nice bonfire. I want to get as close as I can to enjoy it.
There are many beautiful things in the world. There's no need to be anxious. The festival has only just begun.
I was surprised that you didn't even tell your sister. It seems she was quite frightened, too.
It would have been uninteresting had I told her what was going to happen ahead of time. Besides, with her friends by her side, she wouldn't ever be too scared. Having a little fright is good to release any tension she might have accumulated lately.
Everything went according to plan. People started to panic as soon as they sensed that they had no idea what was happening. How amusing.
Yes, well done.
Hey, you two, stop laughing! It was scary!
Have you finished exploring the festival?
Wir haben beinahe alles einmal gesehen.
Well then, are you having a good time?
Yeah, it's great!
The original Mikawa Flower Festival was much more lively, but even if you could attend the original, you probably wouldn't be as happy as you are now. Because it's always more fun to enjoy a festival with friends, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you.
Well then, I'm guessing you have something you want to say to him alone? We'll leave you in peace.
What did you want to say to us?
Ah, you saw through me again. I can't help but feel you somehow know everything.
It's not that I know everything. It's just that I've been in your position before.
Traveler, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk to you. Alone on the beach.
Aber jetzt können wir uns nochmal umschauen.
Take it easy.
Wo dürfen wir nicht hin? Da oben auf, okay.
Oh, starting to get the hang of it, huh? Keep trying.
Die habe ich vorhin voll übersehen. Waren die vorhin schon da? Jetzt dachte ich, es ist die Ayaka.
One bowl of ramen shouldn't hurt, right?
Alter, die achtet viel zu sehr drauf. Fast alle Charaktere. Ja, viele sind da, ja. Also Inazuma halt.
Where did all the fish go? Don't worry. Let's go try another spot.
Ja, genau. Glaub China. Oh, was sagt die Kleine? Oh.
Saying goodbye is also part of a festival.
Yes. Every celebration must come to an end.
Es wäre cool, wenn die jetzt noch da gewesen wäre, oder die Kokumi.
I want to become a great yokai, like the mighty Urakusai. Then I'll be able to help create a real Mikawa flower festival.
Warte mal, kann ich das von hier auch? Oh, nee.
I see everything.
Oh. Durch die Wand geht's nicht.
All right, here will do. Thank you for agreeing to come with me.
Nichts zu danken.
Actually, I was delighted when I first discovered that I could take on a human form. I was a yokai derived from a pair of Hagoita who came into being in the middle of a festival. So naturally, I enjoyed the lively festival atmosphere. I wanted to go to more festivals, become friends with humans, and play Akitsu Yugen with them. But every evening, as night began to set in, I'd recall the bitter smile of the old samurai as he set down the Hagoita, and the lonely Kamai sighing as he drank his sake. Then I would wonder, if I became friends with a human, would that person experience the same melancholy in the future? As a result, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. I told myself I would not repeat that same mistake.
Ich verstehe das.
I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first met. I'm sure it must have scared you. I expected you to flee in terror, but when we met again, you acted like you had no trouble being around me. I knew you mistook me as one of the yokai, but instead of telling you the truth, I went and played Akitsu Yugen with you.
Warum?
I'm not completely sure myself. Perhaps it's because I've always wanted to be like Kamai and play Akitsu Yugen with humans. Or perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left, and I didn't want to be alone.
Sie vergeht.
Anyway, thank you for taking the time to play with me. When we played Akitsu Yugen, Paimon said the loser would have to grant the winner a wish. At the time, I wished for us to never cross paths again. However, you still came and found me, meaning you never granted my wish. So, can I make another wish?
Natürlich.
Let me think. I wish for you to remember me. No. I only have one wish, so I better make it count. Okay. Listen carefully. My wish is, I wish that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.
Oh. Dann schön, dass du da warst, Angelika. Und ich wünsche dir auch einen guten Rutsch. Oh, dass sie sich jetzt aufgelöst hat, ist ja schade. Ja, ist fast passend, ne? Letzter Stream des Jahres. Passt Silvester dazu. Ich mal einen Haufen Feuerwerk machen. Warte mal, steht da oben auch wer? Achso, nee, das war Tenchu Kaku. Hat das so geheißen? Keine Ahnung. Was geht ab? Du schläfst doch schon wieder im Stehen.
I've grown taller. I'm so tall.
Every year when the fireworks go off, I say to myself, another year has already passed. As each year passes by, your life gradually approaches its end. But I don't think that's a bad thing. Like I always say, fireworks are for now, but friends are forever.
Ich glaube, die Ayaka ist neidisch. Wir müssen zu ihr hin. Wie sie halt echt dahergeschaut hat. Hallo? Jetzt schaut sie mich nicht mehr an. Hä?
Every year when the as each year but
Hä, war das ein Bug oder was war jetzt das? Warum hat die da zu mir hergeschaut so? Warum hast du nicht zuerst mit mir geredet? Müsste kommen, wenn wir das nächste Mal das Mikawa Blumenfest veranstalten? Wir reden gleich mit ihr, bevor sie alle anfängt umzubringen. Was?
After hearing Chizuru describe the original Mikawa Flower Festival, I wanted to arrange another chance to talk with her about it. I didn't expect that would be our last conversation.
Zur Auflösung, ne? Es wird bei Ayaka oft immer so, als so Yandere Ayaka gibt's immer wieder so Memes. Das schaut immer voll geil aus.
When Ayato approached me about holding the Test of Courage event, it dawned on me that this would be the perfect opportunity to help Chizuru face her problem. Kamai and the samurai's parting was one of the first things she experienced when she was partially sentient and didn't have her human form yet. This was a very traumatic experience for her, and she could never come to grips with it by reasoning alone. The best option for her was to directly interact with humans. There's no need to feel sad. I believe she was content when she left us.
So, did you enjoy the Test of Courage? Once I learned of the Yokai's intentions to hold a festival, I wanted to spread the word and attract people to their event. However, it occurred to me that doing so might be overly ambitious. If we marketed the Mikawa Flower Festival from the get-go, people would have arrived with insatiably high expectations. So I decided on using the Test of Courage's notoriety to attract visitors, and left the rest to the Yokai. I had an inkling that their presence would spice up the event.
Er wird morgen rumknallen, mir dann ja schon seit Jahren kein Feuerwerk mehr kaufen. Wobei, haben wir letztes Jahr doch was gehabt? Ich weiß es nicht mehr. Oder vorletztes? Weiß ich nicht. Also vor Corona. Schön wäre es, jeden Tag feiern zu können. Aha. Hitomi. Ich habe sehr lange geübt, um die Leute erschrecken zu können. Jetzt ist endlich Zeit, sich zu entspannen. Was geht mit euch?
Have some time in the next few days, Kazuha? I'd like you to work on a case with me.
Oh, did you run into some trouble?
Not exactly. It's just an old case with almost no tangible leads. But I believe your attuned sense of nature might allow us to discover some new clues.
Sure. I can stay after the festival and we can go investigate together.
Great. Thank you.
My pleasure. It's no trouble at all.
Wobei ich mittlerweile natürlich zugebe, vor Silvester halte ich, also vom Rumknallen halte ich persönlich nichts mehr. Ich bin da mittlerweile auch so auf der Welle, dass ich dieses ganze Silvesterzeug eigentlich nur Verschwendung. Aber ja, wer es halt unbedingt machen will. Sitzen zu feiern ist wirklich schön. Halt, warte. Was hat er gesagt? Ich hab mich vergessen, dass ich vorhin mit Menschen zusammen ist wirklich schön. Achso, mehr war das gar nicht. Ups.
Lifespans, partings, it really gets you thinking, doesn't it? But, I got nothing. All I know is I'll never regret meeting you.
It was, heartbreaking to learn of Chizuru's story. To be honest, I experienced that same kind of sorrow when I'm on the battlefield. I don't know when I'll lose my comrades, so I try to appreciate every moment.
Also ich verstehe ja, dass er ein General ist und so, ne? Aber es ist ja nicht so, dass jetzt schon seit ungefähr ein Jahr oder sowas kein Krieg mehr ist. Nur mal so.
Even though I knew my lord had most likely planned everything before the test of courage even began, I was still caught off guard. But in retrospect, it was a lot of fun.
Tomohiro. Weiß nicht, Verkäufe wahnsinnig angestiegen, wir sind schon fast ausverkauft. Hahaha. Nur ist da kaum welche dabei, Mann. Und hier waren auch nicht so viele. Ich werde dieses Wasserball immer in Ehren halten. Achso, den, wo sie vor der Ding bekommen hat. Ja. Das war's jetzt dann leider auch schon, ne? Wie war denn jetzt das hier eigentlich? Gab's da noch mehr? Ah ja, stimmt. Okay. Belohnungen. Knusprig ist immer Neumochi, Schwierigkeit der unendliche Verfeinerung. Hä? Ach so, ja. Ach, machen wir das einfach mal. Schauen wir mal, was abgeht. Mhm. 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 Was war's denn jetzt noch? Wo sind die Dinger eigentlich? Ach so. Was hat man jetzt? Eis, das und das? Keine Ahnung. Herausforderung, Schwierigkeitsgrad und endliche Verwaltung erscheinen auf dem Spiel ununterbrochen neue Yokai-Blöcke. Erziele in begrenzter Zeit eine möglichst hohe Punktzahl. Hä, wie kann ich das lenken? Ah, jetzt müsste es reingehen. Oh. Was ist das? Fuck, nicht erwischt. Zack. Wow, wie es jetzt halt durch alle durchgeht. Willst du mich jetzt verarschen? Ah, sehr schön. So. Eigentlich sollte ich fast nur Eis nehmen, weil das immer durchgeht. Wow. Schneller, schneller, schneller. Fuck. Ne, Versteckspiel hat mich eigentlich nie gestört, mit anderen zu spielen, aber ich will ehrlich sein, ich habe momentan nicht so die Genshin-Lust. Deswegen werde ich das Versteckspiel das mal auslassen. Guten Abend, Tamim. Schließlich knusprig ist der guter Mochi im Schwierigkeitsgrad endliche Verheimung ab. Boah, Alter, was da nicht noch alles ist. Albtraummodus. Nach Abschluss von Men-Gemetzel. Alles klar, ist auch eine Flaute. Ja, ich habe momentan halt so viel Bock auf die anderen Spiele, dass Genshin einfach kein Platz momentan mehr ist. Und da habe ich dann halt gemerkt, dass momentan Genshin so richtig so wegen so Flaute ist. Also wundert euch nicht, wenn immer wieder mal keine Folgen kommen. Hat die das schon immer so? Achso, das sind hier ist die Haarspange, Alter. Oh, ich schenne hier mal wieder. Bewegungsgeschwindigkeit. Aber was? Ah, scheißegal, wir spielen einfach los. Hör auf, mir alles zu erzählen jetzt da. Wir tun einfach so, wie wenn ich wüsste, was ich hier mache. Nee, du bist nicht der Einzige mit einer Flaute. Im Moment alles so... Keine Ahnung. Scheiße. So, dann friert. Scheiße. Oh, getroffen. Bam. Anime-Serie Tennis? Also ich kenne ein paar Tennis, also ein Tennis-Anime, ja. Aber den habe ich damals auch nicht ganz geschaut. Ist das der King of Tennis oder wie der heißt? Keine Ahnung. Handygame Azure Lane. Ist unterhaltsam. Hey, was ist das? Ist sowas eben noch nicht da. Wann ist das aufgetaucht? Bestimmt noch ein Teil von Akitsuki Yogi. Wollen wir mal reingehen, nachsehen?
Take it easy.
Da drin aussieht, lass uns mal nachschauen. Was ist das jetzt? Schwarze Elektromagier, Höchstpunktzahl noch nicht bestanden. Die Sphäre von Bossblocks schwatzender Ach, schwatzender? Okay. Dieser Kerl scheint sich völlig unsicher zu fühlen und hat deshalb die Ringform mit Barriere aus Elektroblöcken aufgebaut, hinter der er sich eingesperrt hat, wenn du eine Fertigkeit abzuschießen kann, in die Schutzzone eindringen und ihm blutige Nase verpassen. Was? Okay. Jeweils 30 Punkte, wenn so 80 Punkte, nichts davon getroffen bei der Pleite war, jetzt das schneller ab. Bis dreifach stapelbar. Wir brauchen jetzt da kein Schnelligkeitsding. Ja, bla bla bla, greif's an. Oh, das ist eine extra Sphäre. Ja, in der Sphäre hat sich etwas geändert. Alter, nee, oder? Oh. Ich hab dann jetzt voll... Ey, das geht ja alles mit. Ah. Gut am Lauf, Sky. Alter, ich achte mehr auf die Bälle, als was da oben passiert eigentlich. Oh nein! Irgendwie ganz witzig. Aber auch nur so für den Anfang. Eine eisige Miso-Suppe. Halt, warte, davon gibt's Belohnungen. Okay.
Take it easy.
Und weiter. Das ist eisige Miso-Suppe da. Ja, machen wir erstmal das da. Das ist alles Feuer und Erde, ne? Ayaka, Irland. Brauchen wir überhaupt mehr? Reicht doch eigentlich, wenn wir die 2 haben, oder? Ah, Feuer kann ich auch mitnehmen, passt. Einmal das da, einmal das da, einmal das da, passt. Achso, ich kann eh nur 2 nehmen. Achso, das sind Blankoblöcke. Genau, jetzt wo ich auf die andere Seite gehe, muss natürlich da einer entstehen. Bom, 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 bom. Keine Sorge, ich warte hier. Achso, die frieren dann auf dem Wasser fest und dann kann ich die wieder nehmen. Mist. Okay, die Außen sind ja voll kacke. Nein. Einfach da hinstellen und machen lassen. Ach so, es geht noch weiter. Ich dachte mal schon ein bisschen wenig Punkte jetzt für das, dass ich es jetzt gleich gemacht habe. Ah, schon zu spät. Ach komm, das wäre doch jetzt vorbeigegangen. Willst du mich verarschen? Okay, irgendwie so ist es fast schon ein bisschen nervig. Wow. Alter, was war das jetzt? Scheiße. Das war perfekt zwischen den zwei Kugeln durch, damit sie vorbei können. Das war alles genauso geplant und von langer Hand vorbereitet. Wow, Alter. Alter, das ist ja vielleicht scheiße nervig jetzt hier. Irgendwie waren die anderen viel entspannter. So, jetzt da noch. Oh, Gott sei Dank. Ich glaube, wir machen jetzt was anderes. Ich habe jetzt schon keine Lust mehr. Ey, an sich ist es ganz witzig, aber irgendwie kann es leicht nervig sein. Lockerer Modus. Achso, da. Und endliche Verfeinerung müsste ich dann mit jedem auch nochmal machen. Alter. Achso, aber den Aktionshändler gibt es ja auch noch, ne? Regenschirmstaub. Hä? Ach so, ja, stimmt. Da gab's ja... Ja. Da gab's ja den Ding. Diesen Regensturm zum Kämpfen. Ach komm, scheiß drauf. Ich will noch einen 10er-Zug bei Mayato probieren. Nein, warte, 50-50. Ich hab Angst. Ich hab die letzten 50-50 alle verloren. Ihr kleinen Wichser, ey. Wisst ihr das? Ja. Jetzt hab ich sie halt schon auf 3 oder so. Ich muss endlich mal hochleveln. Das Spiel will mir damit sagen, ich soll jetzt endlich mal schauen, dass ich einen Animo-Charakter aufbaue. Das ist halt echt schon auf 3. Schweinerei, ey. Das Spiel will mich einfach nur trollen. Wie kann man bei 4 mal 50-50 viermal verlieren, Alter? Das ist ein 50-50. Das musst du irgendwann mal gewinnen. Ach ja. Aber wenigstens gewinne ich dann das nächste Mal auf jeden Fall. Ja, und dann kommt dann so einer wie der Pumpman, der wo ständig seine Charaktere zieht, ja? Ja, du bist gemein, du weißt ganz genau, wen ich meine. So, was haben wir jetzt hier eigentlich noch? Albtraummodus. Kommt man da noch irgendwas kassieren? Wie diese ganzen Säcke dann immer reinschreiben, was sie. Oh, ich habe meinen Charakter gezogen. Oh. Manche andere müssen sich anstrengen, während die alles hinterhergeschmissen bekommen. Ja, ihr wisst schon alle, wie ich meine. Ich fühle euch doch alle angesprochen. Ich weiß ganz genau, dass ihr es wisst. Oh, ich habe mal zufällig nochmal 10 Stück gemacht. Oh, ich habe den bekommen. Oh, ich habe nochmal 15 Stück gemacht. Oh, ich habe den bekommen. Oh, ich habe den gekriegt. Oder ich habe den gekriegt. Das sind diese ganzen Säcke, die hier reinkommen, mir mit dem Stream schauen und mir mein Glück klauen. Wie sie vor dem Monitor hocken und mir das Glück absaugen. Ey, aber wenigstens waren es das mal bloß 40 oder so, wo ich machen musste, damit ich einen goldenen bekommen habe. Letztes Mal waren es halt 90. Was machen wir denn jetzt halt? Wie lange nehme ich jetzt eigentlich auch schon auf? 1,5 Stunden. Was war jetzt Aufträge? Ich habe für Raiden für 82 Pity aufgebaut. Wenigstens eine. Wenigstens eine. Also ja, und Swanny habe ich auch gelesen, dass er länger gebraucht hat, bis er es bekommen hat. Ermittlung im Auge des Sturms. Du schaffst den Charakter ziehen. Nee, habe ich jetzt gar nicht mehr vor. Mehr will ich gar nicht. Das war jetzt auch bloß mal ausprobieren halt. Vorteil ist halt momentan echt, dass halt so wie keine Charaktere kommen, die wo ich unbedingt haben will. Voll keine Pech haben. Ja, aber so viele gibt's gar nicht, die du unbedingt haben willst. Sango. Sango Dango. Ich stehe vor euch, verdammt. Warum machen das eigentlich Spiele in letzter Zeit so oft? Ich habe jetzt in den letzten Monaten so viele Spiele gespielt, die wo den Mist machen. Du stehst vor denen. Die schauen dich mit ihren Augen an. Und dann... Ich hab dich gar nicht bemerkt. Denk mal, Alter, ich bin von 50 Meter vorne, bin ich auf dich zugelaufen, während du mich angesehen hast. Das ist mir heute schon ein paar Mal aufgefallen und bei dem letzten Spiel, was ich gespielt habe, auch. Weißt du, die schauen dich sogar an, wo du herkommst. Er kommt direkt auf dich zugelaufen. Also dich habe ich jetzt nicht gesehen. Wunderbar, dass du jetzt da bist. Dämliche Penner, ey. Was ist denn, wenn die Reise auch nicht verfügbar ist?
That's your problem. It was your choice to get into this mess. Oh, but fortunately for you, it appears your savior has just arrived.
Ah, Traveler. Great, you made it.
Keine Sorge, ich habe genug Zeit.
Well, it's not like you were ever really busy to begin with.
Alter, das war eine Katze im Spiel.
Songo, compared to the Traveler, you're the one who has too much free time.
No, I'm very busy. I'm busy standing here. I have to stand here all day.
Even if it's a commission you're unwilling to take, your excuse is just pathetic.
Eine Mission, die du dich annehmen willst?
Yes, that's why I've asked you to come over. Allow me to explain. A key member of the Tenryou Commission has recently gone missing. No one has seen them, and their whereabouts are currently unknown.
Aha, und?
The Tenryou Commission has entrusted us to find this person discreetly because it would be a hassle for them to look for this person openly for a variety of reasons. Their name is...
Kujosara. That's right. The general has gone missing.
Was? Kujosara?
If the general was really missing, the Tenryou Commission would have flipped Inazuma on its head by now. And do you think they would only commission us for a case like that?
Was?
Please ignore Sango's nonsense, Traveler. In fact, the missing person's name is Shikanoin Heizo.
Was, Heizo ist verschwunden?
He works as a special detective at the police station. Although his rank is merely a doshin, he is quite competent and held in high regard by the police station.
Do they think he's more competent than me?
We get that you don't want to help Sango, but could you at least try not to make things more difficult here? Sorry, Traveler. Even though I accepted the commission, as you can see, Sango's less than thrilled to be involved in this case.
Weil die Belohnung zu niedrig ist?
Nope, not even close. If you really want to know why, it's because I absolutely refuse to deal with that brat's nonsense. The only news that could make me happier than Shikanoin has gone missing would be Shikanoin has been missing for 100 years.
Ich habe das Gefühl, sie mag ihn nicht.
Needless to say, Sango and Heizo have a bit of a history.
Verstehe, Konflikte im Fachkreis.
Well, it's a little more serious than that. According to Sango, Heizo was an obstacle in her path to the Temple of Truth.
Like a yappy dog that was constantly in the way.
Hä?
Even though Heizo has a unique personality, he's actually a nice guy. Really, I've learned a lot from him. So I can't just ignore this case, even if Sango doesn't approve. At the very least, I could entrust the commission to someone capable and trustworthy, like you, Traveler.
Verstanden, ich bin euer Plan B.
Huh? No, it's not like that. Listen, I'll pay the entire amount originally promised by the Tenryou Commission, and I'll even personally throw in some additional funds. I'm really hoping you can take this commission, Traveler. If Heizo truly is in danger, I know he'll be safer with you by his side.
Kein Problem, ich brauche aber mehr Infos.
Great. We've learned that Heizo had expressed interest in Watatsumi Island before he disappeared. During the war, he apparently carried out some mission on Watatsumi Island. And once the war ended, he made frequent visits to the island. I heard you have a good standing with Sango no Miya. I think it might be a good idea to use that as a starting point for your investigation.
Verstanden, ich werde gleich aufbrechen.
Well, that's about all I have to tell you. Oh, please take this commission letter from the police station. If you find Heizo, return there and report back to them.
Ich find's immer noch geil, dass die Sango da voll dagegen ist. Der nervt, der Kerl. Hoffentlich bleibt er weg. Aber wisst ihr was, bevor wir jetzt da weitermachen, machen wir ganz kurze Pause. Und dann geht's gleich weiter. So, jetzt. Okay, ich frage mich gerade, wo mein Ding hin ist, mein Übergang. Weil normalerweise kommen ja immer diese Geister hoch, um den Übergang zu signalisieren. Egal, auf jeden Fall. Bin wieder da. So. Ja, da unten. Aber seht ihr, um es nochmal anzuschneiden, zu meiner Verteidigung, weil es immer heißt, ich sammle ja nur die ganzen Waifus. Wenn ich es versuche, einen Kerl zu bekommen, dann kriege ich ihn nicht. Dann sagt das Spiel nein, vergiss es. Das Spiel drückt mir einen Stempel auf, nicht ich selber.
Oh, it's you. The captain of Swordfish 2? My name is Shibata. I'm in charge of the watch here. May I inquire as to what the captain needs?
Ich möchte mich nach jemandem erkundigen. Du hast Shibata über die Mission informiert.
So his name is Shikano Inhezo, huh? Yes, I'm familiar with the detective. He used to stroll around the area. Her Excellency had assigned me to keep a close eye on him at the time, fearing that he would do something unpleasant, but I eventually realized that he acted more like he was on a trip or something. Come to think of it, I believe he was recently spotted in the area east of the Sanganamiya Shrine. Please feel free to go there and take a look for yourself.
Hä? Ist der Schrein nicht hier? Warum dann da? Naja, gut. Er wird genötigt, die Waifus zu spielen. Ja, genau. Ich bin hier das Opfer. Der Blick hinter mir bei meinen ganzen Figuren, die wohl zum Großteil nur aus Raum bestehen, das lassen wir jetzt mal weg. Oh, er ist gefangen.
Come on, you guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, just let me go.
Quiet now.
Wie er ins Wasser läuft und gleich einfach stirbt.
Well, well, look who it is. I was wondering who could be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easily. Turns out it was the distinguished traveler. Really, I can't thank you enough.
Kennst du mich?
Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inazuma. Though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up, it wasn't able to stop the incredible stories about you. Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my desk, like files with little feet. I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand. Who would have guessed that you'd show up first?
Der hat jetzt irgendwie einen komplett anderen Vibe eigentlich, wie jetzt gerade in der anderen Mission. In der anderen Mission wirkte der so ruhig und bedacht und hier wirkt er ein bisschen, keine Ahnung, cheeky? Ein bisschen nervig?
I got so excited I nearly forgot to introduce myself. The name's Shikano Inhezo, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. It's a pleasure to meet you, traveler. I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat, by the way.
Jemand hat mich beauftragt, dich zu suchen.
Huh. I guess that means I've taken over as the main character in your story today.
Okay.
I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone out with everything you can imagine. So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? Don't mind if I do.
Bist du nicht neugierig, wer es in Auftrag gegeben hat?
That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here. Because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Watatsumi Island by chance and cross paths as if by fate. The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Nobushi. Traveler, you are so dreamy. Unfortunately, though, I don't believe in coincidences. So, guessing you came to me on the police station's commission.
Woher weißt du das?
I'm a detective. Can you guess what gave it away?
Du bist ein Prophet. Du hast es an meinem Gesichtsausdruck erraten. Du hast es anhand meiner Worte erraten. Meiner Kleidung und Prophet ist Schwachsinn. Gesichtsausdruck oder hast du anhand meiner Worte? Hat man mich vermisst? Hä, wer bist du? Nick Schmadde, ja klar. Guten Abend, Schunchen. Hast du es anhand meines Gesichtsausdrucks verraten? Worte.
Sounds like you already have some ideas about the work of a detective. Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick is holding?
If I'm not mistaken, it's a commission letter from the police station.
Warum hat die das in der Hand? Hinter dir versteckt eine dumme kleine Anhängerin schnell die Vollmacht in ihrer Hand.
What? Paimon's just here to take a look. And hey, who are you calling a little sidekick? Paimon was worried he might be in danger, so Paimon came to help. Why are you two staring at Paimon? Is Paimon not supposed to be here?
Ich hab dich nur angesehen.
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look.
He can look, but you can't.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all, this is the first time I've seen a voice. I must admit, I'm most intrigued.
Göttlichen Mund?
Huh? Voice? What are you talking about?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice is an external voice box. I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be his voice, right?
That sounds awful! Paimon's not somebody's voice. Paimon's emergency food.
Weil was? Hat sie das gerade echt gesagt?
No, wait! Paimon's so upset she can't think straight. Paimon is Paimon. How dare you give Paimon such a terrible nickname? We came here to rescue you, but you actually opened the cage yourself. You were only pretending to be captured by the Nobushi, weren't you? Pretty suspicious if you ask Paimon. Come out with it, mister. What kind of schemes are you up to?
Sheesh. For someone who says they don't want to be a voice, you sure do talk a lot.
Die besten Freunde. Ich bin mies erkältet und alles tut mir weh. Dann erhol dich gut. Und gerade jetzt zu Neujahr. Ich würde es auch aber auch gern wissen, Herr Detektiv, was magst du hier eigentlich?
Well, let me think for a moment. Yes, all this started a long time ago, during the war. Kujo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryou Commission at the time, had secretly asked me to investigate the military capabilities of Sangonomiya. But I had already grown tired of the guy for a while, so I simply treated the trip as a paid vacation. I had heard that Watatsumi Island is really beautiful. As for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some random excuses or whatever when I reported back. But guess what? The first night I arrived on Watatsumi Island, I had a dream. The dream contained only one message, an echo resounding from the depths of the earth that kept ringing in my ears, saying...
Heißt und nähert sich dann mitten in
vital is missing on this island.
Okay.
Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on this island. Has something evaporated into thin air?
Paimon bets it must be something delicious. You know, because the soil of Watatsumi Island can't grow crops. There's a shortage of food here.
Oh. Food, huh? How about you, Traveler? What do you think is missing?
Musik, Gott. Es war vielleicht einfach nur ein Traum. Es fehlt Paimon. Keine Ahnung. Musik haben wir doch hier. Fehlt ein Gott?
You mean the Great Serpent? Well, that's an interesting answer. But the Electro Archon hasn't abandoned this place. Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place. So I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams represent the Divine's helping hand, which I suppose is understandable. However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that, poof, suddenly vanished. So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with any compelling findings. Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this point.
Hat das etwas mit diesem Nobushi zu tun?
Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them, so I pretended to get captured to see if there were any leads that would surface.
and that's when you showed up.
Tut mir leid, dass ich deinen Plan unterbrochen habe.
Nah, don't worry about it. These guys were just a bunch of small fries. Besides, your arrival is much more important to me. I have a feeling you can help me find the answer to my dream. So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work together to solve the mystery.
Ja, ich habe ja noch eine Mission und musste ich erst zurückbringen.
Yes, of course, I understand. But let me ask one more question. Did the police station say they are looking for me because of something important? Well, then it's probably nothing major. Most likely they're short on staff or something petty like that, and they happen to remember their model employee. So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this puzzle together? Once everything is settled, I'll gladly accompany you back to the police station, or anywhere else you'd like to go. What do you think?
Ich interessiere mich sehr für deinen Traum, aber ich muss dich zuerst zurückbringen, ist meine Mission. Ich denke, dein Traum ist zu mysteriös. Du musst erst zurückgehen. Jemand macht sich Sorgen um deine Sicherheit. Guter Traum hat mein Interesse geweckt. Ich werde bei der Untersuchung helfen. Ich finde deinen Traum zu mysteriös, aber da du unbedingt hierbleiben möchtest, werde ich dich begleiten. Auch mein Interesse geweckt. Ich werde bei der Untersuchung helfen.
It's a deal then, partner. So, let's get started, shall we? First, we can search the camp for clues.
Das Zeug zum Wanderer sammeln ist echt nervig, vor allem diese Pilze. Naja, das Sammeln des Zeug für ihn muss genauso nervig sein wie der Typ selber. Wanderer nervig? Dann muss auch das Zeug zum Sammeln nervig sein. Das ist die Experience, was man da kriegt. Schön, dass du gute Laune hast, Klaus. Was ist da drin?
Hey, isn't this crystal mirror?
Wanderer ist toll. Pff. Klar, wenn man denkt, wenn man es wirklich meint.
So, have you found anything?
Viel Kristallmark und viele Sangoperlen.
Yes, I've found pretty much the same. And there really are a lot.
Aren't these all super expensive? Oh, these must be the valuable things that went missing from the island. That's it. The Nobushi must have stolen them all.
I don't know if I'd go that far. The Nobushi would be very hard-pressed to find many opportunities to get their hands on commodities like these.
Huh? What do you mean? Did the Nobushi gather all this themselves?
No, that's unlikely. Crystal marrow is a rare material for crafting weapons, and Sango pearls are an even more precious commodity.
Naja, so selten sind die nicht, die wachsen alle 2 Tage.
Here's what I think. Due to Watatsumi's poor soil, the island's economy is quite fragile and heavily reliant on the trade of these special resources. So, it's absolutely vital that they keep them under lock and key and well out of the Nobushi's reach. Which means they got lucky with a huge batch like this. My guess is they ambushed a caravan. If we go ask around the Sangonomiya Shrine, we can find out if there have been any recent instances of caravans being plundered.
Ich habe gute Kontakte zum Sangonomiya-Schrein. Kommt mit mir.
Perfect. I knew you'd be a huge help.
Well, duh! The traveler is Paimon's companion after all.
Was hat das jetzt mit dir zu tun, Paimon? Ich habe die PlayStation Plus 12 Monate gekauft. Spielst du so viel online? Oh. Jetzt muss ich demnächst endlich mal God of War das dann fertig spielen. Schaut ja so aus, wie wir Richtung Ende sind. Jibada, was los?
Captain, I see you found the detective.
Ich wenn ehrlich bin, es nervt mich ein bisschen, dass die mich ständig Truppenführer nennen. Wir haben diese Truppe einmal angeführt. Einmal. Und dann war der Krieg vorbei. Mehr haben wir nicht gemacht.
Watatsumi Island sure is a beautiful place. I don't think I could ever leave.
You can stay as long as you like, granted you don't cause any trouble, that is. Her Excellency has stated that all friendly visitors are welcome.
Ich möchte fragen, ob Händler oder Karawanen in letzter Zeit Warendiebstahl gemeldet haben.
Incidents of stolen goods? Not that I'm aware of. Her Excellency has recently launched several measures to boost the economy, including the development of trade routes and establishing our own caravans. Troops have also been deployed to protect them, so it is only reasonable to assume that the current trade routes are already very safe.
That's strange. Then where did the Nobushi get those goods from?
Huh? You mean you found goods of unknown origin?
Yep, and it's all Sango pearls and crystal marrow, so we know it's local.
Could there have really been a theft that hasn't been reported? That shouldn't be the case. Well, perhaps you could go ask Todoroki. He's responsible for the caravans and is usually in the village at night preparing the goods. If something...
Great. Thank you for all the info. Let's go.
Hey, traveler! It's been a while.
Hey,
Missed
Goro.
you. Why didn't you inform me that you'd be coming over today?
Ah, General Goro.
You're dismissed, Shibata. You may go about your other duties while I catch up with the traveler.
Geh deine Arbeit erledigen. Der steht immer noch da, wo er eigentlich vorher bewachen soll. Ist nicht so, als ob du dann sagst, mach nur deine Arbeit. Halt, warte, er steht da sowieso da.
Yes, General Goro.
I overheard you discussing a case of stolen goods. Is that right?
Du hast viel zu gute Ohren, ne? China.
That's right. We found a lot of Watatsumi's valuable products in a Nobushi camp.
Ups. Warte mal, dann ändern wir das doch gleich mal. Ich habe das einfach übernommen. Scheiße. Genshin. Freitag. Ich weiß nicht, was du meinst. Da steht doch Freitag. Seit einer Sekunde. So, jetzt. Ich habe den Namen noch schnell geändert. Wir übergeben Goro die beiden Nobushi entdeckten Waren. Wieso übergeben? Der kann sich selber holen.
So you've come to ask if we know of any relevant cases. Well, I'm ashamed to say that, yes, the caravans have been plundered. And not just once, I'm afraid.
Was war denn die Aussage gerade? Das ist ziemlich sicher, es sind so viele Leute ausgesendet worden. Voll der Betrug. Guten Abend, Cora.
We had already dispatched additional forces to protect the caravans, yet the crooks still managed to get away with the goods.
And you're concerned that if this kind of news were to get out, it would undermine the confidence of other caravans. So you didn't make it public, and instead kept the news to only a select few.
That's correct. I never expected you to be so concerned about Watatsumi's affairs, Detective Heizo.
Just a force of habit, really. As a detective, I notice these kinds of things.
Oh, so you two already know each other?
Actually, I've only heard of Detective Heizo from the soldiers' reports. We've never met in person.
Darn it. You're right. Now that you mention it, I've been on Watatsumi Island all this time and still haven't properly introduced myself. Man alive, please forgive me. It's a pleasure to meet you, General Goro. I'm Shikanoin Heizo of the Tenryou Commission.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you too. I'd like to express my gratitude to you for stepping in and helping recover those goods.
Don't mention it. You never know what you'll find when you're out for a stroll. But if the source of the problem is not addressed, I'm afraid this sort of situation will continue cropping up for you.
Yes, of course. Not only have we reassured the affected caravans, but we also dispatched personnel to investigate the culprits. The reports indicated that the stolen goods were being delivered to a merchant of the International Trade Association named Godot. It all seems pretty unusual. We suspect that there are bigger players behind Godot, and that their target is none other than Watatsumi Island's valuable resources. But unfortunately, it would be difficult for us to investigate further, given that...
Given that, Rito, the island where the International Trade Association is located is not part of your territory, yes. They have cleverly picked their base of operations.
I can see you catch on quickly, Detective Heizo.
It's my guess that you're telling us this because you're going to ask us to assist you in finding who's behind all this, right?
You're always thinking one step ahead. Yes, those were exactly my intentions. And of course, we will prepare a generous reward for you. The recent end of the war, trade and commerce have now become an important component of Watatsumi Island's development. Ensuring safety of the trade routes is critical, and we can't afford any further incidents. So, will you please help Watatsumi Island, Detective Heizo?
I'm willing to assist, but it all depends on what he wishes.
Als Truppenführer von Schwertschwert 2 ist es meine Pflicht, Watatsumi zu helfen. Goro ist mein Kumpel, diesen Gefallen muss ich ihm tun. Hat garantiert nichts mit deinen Prämien oder so zu tun. Ich muss meine Pflicht machen.
Great! With both Detective Hazo and the Traveler on the case, I'm sure it'll be solved in no time. The situation is now in your capable hands. I look forward to hearing your report when you get back.
All right, we'll take care of it. Traveler, let's go discuss where to head from here.
Manchmal sind seine eigene Zeitrechnung. Hey, wenn ich auf diesem Kanal sage, dass jetzt Samstag ist, obwohl Freitag ist, dann ist Samstag. Und ich habe nie behauptet, dass Genshin Samstag nicht auch am Freitag sein kann. Da habt ihr's.
Hey, why are we talking way over here? Oh, you're not trying to get away from Goro so he can't overhear us, are you?
Very perceptive. Seems even Paimon has her moments.
Wie ist er halt ständig das, Alter?
Let me ask you, do you believe in intuition?
Huh? Intuition? Where are you going with this?
My intuition tells me that General Goro is lying.
Was? Was ist denn hier los heute?
What? How could you say that? Although he did seem a little on the serious side today, but Goro's a good guy.
Good people can be deceptive too. After all, everyone has their secrets.
Ich habe keine Geheimnisse. Wo kommen die ganzen Leichen her? Nick Schmarre. Die sind im Keller. Wie kommst du darauf?
Well, in my opinion, the timing of his appearance was a little too coincidental. Sanganamiya soldiers have been keeping an eye on me for the entire time I've been on Watatsumi Island. Yet I had never seen General Goro even once.
Der große General, so groß ist er gar nicht. Außer er hat ein Kleid an.
But today he came out and met with us, and even commissioned us to investigate a case.
Maybe that's because the Traveler is here today, and Goro thinks he's more capable.
Really? Huh. Then that makes things even more peculiar. If there are powerful players behind this case, and he needs to draw upon external support, then he should have taken action sooner rather than wait until today. A more plausible explanation is that the items we discovered are linked with some unspeakable secret, and he had to intervene to prevent us from digging any deeper. Then he put up a smokescreen to mislead us. I surmise that investigating the merchant Godot on retail will yield no results.
Whoa, are you serious? But this is all just a hunch you have, right?
Actually, there is another key factor behind my reasoning, though you may not believe me. I sense something special about Goro.
Something special?
Yes. Whatever is missing on this island, I sense it in him.
Whoa! Hold it right there! Are you saying Goro's a thief? As in he took something valuable?
It's not that simple. I can't fully explain it. It's just my intuition.
Ich kenne Goros Charakter, er ist nicht gut in sowas.
Sure, I trust your judgment. But perhaps you're overlooking someone else, the true leader here.
Das ist Kokomi. Nun, du hast mich irgendwie davon überzeugt, dass es hier vielleicht wirklich ein Geheimnis gibt. Was willst du tun? Nein, du bist zu sensibel, vielleicht sind die Dinge gar nicht so kompliziert und wir sollten nach Rito gehen, um Untersuchungen über Goto anzustellen. Oder Godot? Ach, keine Ahnung. Ja, okay, los.
It's simple. We should just investigate whatever it is they're trying to hide from us. And what were we planning to do just before Goro showed up?
Oh, we were going to talk to the leader of the caravans. Yeah, someone named Todoroki.
Bingo. There's no time to lose. Let's go talk to this Todoroki.
Yeah. Okay. Der verlorene Gegenstand. Warte bis nachts 20. Okay. Kann ich das von hier auch machen? Da. Okay. Okay, weiter. Dann über ins Dorf. Ja, aber wenn diese ganzen Perlen und dieses Kristallmark und so, wenn das so wichtig fürs Land ist, sind wir denn dann schuld, dass die eine schlechte Wirtschaft haben? Ich meine, oh nein, wir haben heute wieder nichts zu essen, der Traveler ist wieder gekommen und hat unsere ganzen Perlen geklaut. Guten Abend, Guys. Ich meine, wir plündern denen ihr Land die ganze Zeit.
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is ready for inspection.
Good, let's go.
Keep quiet. Let's follow him and see where he leads us.
Ah, scheiße, eine Schleicheinlage.
Man alive. Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is...
Good.
Hä? Was hab ich vermasselt?
Man alive. Todoroki.
Willst du mich verarschen? Kaum fange ich an, bin ich im Prinzip schon zu weit weg. Das macht ja gar keinen Sinn eigentlich. Ah! Oh, das war scheiß knapp jetzt. Warum dreht ihr euch so oft rum, ihr Säcke? Ich bin ein Topf. Das sind schon ziemlich misstrauische Gesellen, ne, wenn sie sich 10-mal umdrehen. Merkt der Typ da rechts eigentlich, dass wir den verfolgen?
Your intel was spot on. When we arrived, the Nobushi were all still asleep. We captured them all, and the goods were retrieved and brought back here.
I'll take a look. Everything seems in order. Good work.
Du hast nicht mal aufgemacht.
It's nothing. Thanks to the efforts of your caravan, the price of grain in the village has decreased.
That's right. And who would have thought that the injuries we sustained during the war would have such a lingering effect on our bodies? But thankfully, you also brought back some life-saving medicine.
Things are improving thanks to the help from those up top. Oh, by the way, what is the state of the village's inventory? Make sure that it's confirmed tonight. I have to leave tomorrow morning after I go to the Sangonomiya Shrine and get instructions from General Goro.
Don't worry. We've already prepared the list. Just follow us.
Huh? The soldiers from Sangonomiya seized the Nobushi stolen goods? But didn't Goro say all the stolen goods were headed to the International Trade Association?
And Todoroki said he'll get instructions from Goro tomorrow. Interesting. It appears these seized goods were never stolen. There's something else behind all this. Now's our chance to look around and see if we can find any leads.
Okay. Ich bleib auf meiner Schaukel, mach du mal die Arbeit. Ich kann ja jetzt nicht runter.
Glaze lilies? What are these doing here? Shouldn't it be crystal marrow or something?
Stimmt, wir haben die Glaslilien.
Whoa!
Genshin.
Genshin? Paimon was expecting to find Sango pearls.
Hey, was machen die? Tauschen die mit Ding?
This box is packed so tight. It looks like it could burst. Let's see what's inside. Huh? What are all these plants and flowers? Oh, there's a small note here.
Eine zerrissene Rechnung, deren Schrift so durchnässt ist, dass sie nur schwer zu lesen ist, abgesehen von den Worten auswärtiger Händlergilder, die vage in der Unterschrift zu erkennen sind.
So, did you find anything?
Wow, look at all the Genshin! And glaze lilies too! There are also tons of other plants and flowers Paimon doesn't know here. Weird.
These are valuable raw ingredients for producing medicine. If these few crates were to be imported from Rito, the price would be jaw-dropping. On top of that, these items seem to lack a tax clearance certificate, meaning that they were most likely smuggled. Yes, very interesting. Now, where did the Nobushi get these goods? How about you? Did you find anything else?
Die lassen das Zeug aber nicht klauen, um es dann zurückzuklauen, oder? Rechnung, die von der auswärtigen Händlergilde unterschrieben ist.
Foreign Trade Association? I've never heard of such an organization in Rito. And if it's regarding foreign trade, then smuggling is an even more likely possibility. All right. In which case, I have a rough hypothesis. First, we...
Huh? Who goes there?
Alter, wir stehen mitten im Dorf. Was ist das für Probleme?
Huh? Wait, Captain? Is that you?
Ja.
Oh, so it's you, Captain. You had me worried there. We almost mistook you for bandits. Captain, do you remember us? During the war, I was in the field hospital with Masashi. Teppei brought you to see us and helped find medicine for us.
Alter, Junge, eure Gesichter gibt's 200 Mal auf der ganzen Welt oder 300 Mal. Als ob ich noch wüsste, wer ist.
Hey, come on now. The captain wouldn't forget.
Okay.
I gotta tell you, Captain, we all miss you. We haven't seen you ever since the end of the war. When we heard that you were coming here, we just assumed you were only going to see General Goro and Her Excellency. The guys are all really hoping to see you.
Geht's euch zu? Geht's euch gut? Geht's euch Zug, ja?
We're fine. You don't have to worry about us, Captain.
No, you're not fine. Captain, you may not be aware, but Masashi previously fainted on the front lines. The doctor thought that it might be a neurological condition caused by overstimulated emotions. It's pretty serious. According to the doctor, if it hadn't been for the medication he's been taking, he would have developed dementia.
You're one to talk. Don't forget why I fainted in the first place. It's because I heard that you got yourself killed by an arrow. I couldn't handle all the emotion. Later, I found out that he'd been shot in the buttocks, and it was only a mild injury. I had an emotional breakdown for nothing.
Ein Hintern.
What do you mean for nothing? I got shot not by one, but 2 arrows in a row. The first arrow was to the left cheek, and the second arrow was also to the left. And because the arrows were poisonous, the wound still hasn't completely healed yet. I have to apply ointment every day, and I'm constantly worried it might reopen while I sleep.
Look on the bright side. At least we're still alive.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But enough about us. What brings you here, Captain?
Wegen dieser Waren.
Oh, these goods were all seized from the hands of Nobushi and treasure hoarders. Todoroki was the one who provided us with the intel. He mentioned there were bandits here and there, so we went and took care of them while also confiscating the goods.
By the way, Captain, you still haven't met Todoroki, have you? He's the one we're working for now. Her Excellency recently announced plans to stimulate the economy and created the caravans, with Todoroki at the helm.
Yeah, he's proven to be quite capable. Even though he was just a farmer before, he's now successfully running the caravans. And his 2 sons are also our brothers in arms. Both received a special medal of honor from General Goro, which is quite remarkable, don't you think?
So, as injured veterans, we've been reassigned to Todoroki. He's the one who gives us orders and pays our salaries now. What do they call that again?
It's called changing careers, dummy.
Ah, right. Changing careers. Anyway, I think the whole caravan thing is wonderful. Our region wasn't very prosperous to begin with, and the land can't grow any crops. We have to pay a hefty price just to get basic food from outside. I can't even imagine trying to maintain and feed an army like we did during the war.
I see. I think I understand the general situation now. May I ask where the apprehended criminals are?
Oh, and you are?
Macht euch keine Sorgen, das ist mein Freund.
Ah, I see. The captain's friend. It should be okay to tell you then. We apprehended all the culprits and escorted them to a temporary location not far from here.
Warte, ihr fangt die und macht sie nicht platt, damit sie sich auflösen?
Unfortunately, Masashi and I have other duties tonight and won't be able to take you there. Why don't you wait for a moment and I'll find someone else to show you the way.
Schon gut, macht euren Dienst ruhig weiter. Wir werden uns selbst zurechtkommen.
I'm pretty sure I've already got a grasp on what's going on. All I need now is to confirm it with the apprehended bandits. Let's go.
Yay!
Are you still a little confused? Let me help connect the dots. This whole thing was actually quite similar to a case I once worked on previously. It was a case involving the trade of prohibited items, and they employed an old trick to execute the deal.
The culprit would first go strolling down the street until they knocked over a pedestrian.
Oh, wir waren zu schnell.
Please forgive us, sir. We are nothing more than petty thieves.
Sir, what do I look like? A commissioner? Does my friend here look like a commissioner to you?
Officer! Officer!
First, I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Go ahead, ask anything.
The soldiers discovered many valuable goods in your camp. The goods don't appear to be from around here, so the question is, where did they come from?
Oh, the goods? Right, we picked them up at the beach.
You picked them up?
Well, no, we, actually stole them.
Be honest now. Tell me the whole story.
Yes, sir. I mean, officer. We took those goods from a small merchant ship just off the beach, but we didn't exactly steal them. You see, the ship's guards all took off running the moment they saw us. They abandoned the goods, and we simply came and picked them up. But next thing we know, a group of soldiers arrives, and we're all apprehended. Talk about bad luck. We didn't even have a chance to stash away the goods before we got caught.
You say that the merchant ship's guards fled without putting up a fight. You expect me to believe that?
We just assumed they were scared witless and didn't have the guts to fight. I'm not bragging or anything, but our boss is pretty intimidating. With his massive muscle and strength, he could scare anyone.
You really expect us to believe all this?
No, you gotta believe me. Just the other day, we scared off an entire squad of soldiers. When they noticed us, they went running and dropped their goods. I swear.
Alter, wie ich halt vorhin recht hatte, dass die Sachen klauen lassen, damit sie dann zurückklauen können.
I still remember seeing tons of Songo pearls and crystal marrow in that load. All nice and shiny, too. Whew, it was amazing. Unfortunately, a bunch of pirates came later and snatched those goods. It just happened that our boss had diarrhea that day and couldn't hold off the pirates. This luck of ours.
Wait a tick. Pirates?
Yep, no doubt about it. They came on a massive ship, and their captain was a pretty lady with an eye patch. We had no idea how powerful she was.
Das ist doch die Beto.
It was like boom, boom, thud. Only took 3 hits before she knocked out the boss.
A pretty lady with an eye patch?
Oh. Does this description remind you of someone, Paimon?
No! Doesn't remind Paimon of anyone.
Okay. And how about you?
Nein. Wenn ich so drüber nachdenke, tragen viele Piraten Augenklappen.
Really? Okay, I'll take that as a no, then. It appears that the situation is just as I suspected. Todoroki is striking a shady deal with a group of pirates, while General Goro appears to be assisting with the cover-up.
What? How could that be?
Todoroki said that he'd be going to Sangonomiya early tomorrow morning to get Goro's instructions before the caravan leaves. Now is the time to address any doubts you may have. Tomorrow morning will be our moment to confront them. Hopefully, my final question will be answered then as well.
Deine letzte Frage?
The question of what important thing this island is missing. I can feel some connection to the question in Goro, Todoroki, and even to Kuda and Masashi. Hopefully, we'll finally have an answer tomorrow. Let's get some rest. I'll see you at Sangonomiya tomorrow morning.
Okay. Morgens 8 Uhr bis 12 Uhr. Ah, das sind noch mehr. Achso, ja. Jetzt habe ich auf T gedrückt, ey. Das ist aus Kingdom Come Deliverance. Und zack. Du. Guten Abend, Opa Banane. So, schauen wir mal, was der Goro zu sagen hat. Oder die verarschen die mit den Perlen vom Preis her und dann hat deswegen die Sachen immer wieder klauen. Aber ich glaube jetzt nicht, dass die irgendwelche Sachen machen würden normalerweise. Todoroki, was ist los?
Who are you?
Hello, Todoroki. I'm Shikanoin Heizo, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. I believe you've been manipulating large-scale illegal trades for some time now. Mind if we talk about that for a bit?
You can't just go around spewing such nonsense, young man.
Essen kann man tun, wie er will, reden nicht. Achso, ja, mir geht's gut übrigens.
And what if I'm not talking nonsense?
Ridiculous. I don't have time to listen to this. Get out of here, you little brat.
I know I'm on the younger side compared to you, Todoroki, so I'm sure you must have heard the old saying. Off the scale, some goods only weigh a couple pounds, but on the scale, they weigh more than 1,000. So the question is, do you want to put your goods on the scale or not?
What are you trying to say?
Well, nothing. All I want to hear is you personally confirming what we already know to be the truth.
Masashi! Tokuda! Arrest these people!
Huh? Todoroki, what's wrong?
Who dares to cause trouble at Sangonomiya's shrine? Huh? Wait, it's... Captain? What are you doing?
These crooks are trying to pry into the secrets of Watatsumi. We mustn't let them go.
But, no. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. Todoroki, this is the captain of Swordfish 2, one of our own.
It doesn't matter who they are. Remember what General Goro told you? A long-term goal of Watatsumi is to revive its trade and commerce. And since you have been assigned to work with me, it's my orders that count around here. I don't care if they were your captain. Would you dare disobey orders?
What do we do?
Well, what are you waiting for? All right, I see how it is. If you two won't do it, I will.
I really hoped it wouldn't come to this. But... here we go.
Wait! Everyone, stand down!
Oh, schade. Ich hätte jetzt gar nicht den alten Sack vermöbelt. Hast du Geld in das Spiel gesteckt? Ja. Wie lange läuft es jetzt? Ein bisschen mehr wie 2 Jahre. Ich glaube 300 Euro waren es so.
General Goro! You're here.
Also insgesamt auf die 2 Jahre verteilt.
My apologies, Traveler, Detective Heizo. I wasn't telling you the truth.
Ach was.
Todoroki, the Traveler here is the hero who saved Watatsumi Island. Without him, Watatsumi Island would never have found the peace it has today.
How could you be so naive, General Goro? If we let them go free, then who's to say the Shogunate won't come after us tomorrow? If the Shogunate decides to investigate, we won't be able to hide the truth.
I wouldn't allow them to take you, Todoroki.
Let's not kid ourselves. If going to jail could solve the problem, I would go and turn myself into the Tenryou Commission right now. The question is, what are we going to do with the goods? Will you be able to keep them? Not to mention the chance of astronomical fines. Can you afford that? Goro, we both know that Watatsumi Island is a barren land. Plant 100 radishes here and maybe only 3 would grow. And those 3 combined would still be smaller than just 1 carrot imported from elsewhere. You can't grow food or medicinal herbs here, and if we buy them from Rito, we pay exorbitant taxes. My eldest son died fighting on the battlefield. But do you know how my second son died? He died because there was no medicine to treat him. You awarded both of them medals of honor, but did that save their lives? Can medals heal Tokuda and Masashi's wounds? No. It was the medicine that I got that saved their lives. If we detain them today, the Shogunate will never know what we've done. Besides, we're only a few months away now. We will set them free once the new bill is passed in just a few months, and everything will be okay. None of what happened here will be mentioned again, and life on Watatsumi Island will continue to improve.
I understand, Todoroki, but they won't...
I can trust the Traveler won't, but the detective here is a Tenryou commission officer. Forget it. You're the General. I'm just a radish farmer.
Wie lange ich noch streamen? Weiß ich nicht. Vielleicht noch eine Viertelstunde oder so. Länger machen wir wahrscheinlich heute nicht. Gute Nacht, Pumpman. Und einen guten Rutsch dann. Warte, was ist mit dem neuen Gesetz gemeint?
It's a new commodity tax bill currently being drafted by the Kanjo Commission. The bill exempts taxes on goods that are in short supply on Watatsumi Island. Once the bill is introduced, we'll be able to buy commodities that we need from regular marketplaces.
Oh, I see. Man alive. I wish I had known sooner. In that case, how about we put your fears at ease and I'll stick around here a little longer. You know, until the bill is introduced.
Huh?
Detective Hazel, are you saying that...
You mean you're willing to stay here, young man?
Come on, you two. What's with the strange looks? You've been keeping me under close surveillance, haven't you? Surely you must have noticed that aside from being a detective, I'm also an ordinary tourist who likes to enjoy good scenery. I believe that after the new commodity bill is passed, there will be more and more traffic between the two sides, and more people will be coming to visit Watatsumi Island. I have to take the opportunity now and enjoy this place while I still have it all to myself. Before long, tourists will start pouring in.
Thank you, Detective Hazel. On behalf of the people of Watatsumi.
My pleasure. But one good turn deserves another, does it not?
Oh, you mean there's something you wish to request?
I suppose you could say I'm from the Shogunate, but the traveler next to me isn't. As far as I know, he's planning to visit other nations soon, and it is unclear if he will return to Narukami Island or not. Therefore, there's no need to limit his freedom, right? I'm sure no one else will hear of what happened today. Am I right, traveler?
Zeige einen vertrauenswürdigen Blick, gib ein lautes Versprechen. Kannst du mir einen Tipp geben, wie wir schnell Urgestein bekommen? Und gibt's nicht, mach einfach deine Sachen. Erkunden, Events, etc. Gib ein lautes Versprechen.
Well, it's settled then. He will always be an important partner to Watatsumi, and I would never dream of limiting his freedom. So please, don't worry, Detective Hazel.
I'll hold you to that. But if I ever find out you've lied to me again, there's a chance I'll lose my cool.
I'm sorry for not telling you the truth earlier. It's a serious matter, and I didn't want outside parties to become involved. But today, I realized my poor judgment. How could I possibly hide anything from Detective Hazel and the Traveler?
I'm glad you understand now. But, in all honesty, I'm the one who should be thanking you. It's because of you that I was finally able to reach an answer. After all, nothing makes a detective happier than putting a case to rest.
Ah, I understand now. You really are an interesting person, Detective Hazel.
No, I'm afraid you don't quite get what I mean.
I'm sorry?
Wait! Paimon gets this one! It's the answer to your question, right? The one about the thing you sensed coming from Goro and the others. Now you figured it out!
What? The thing you sensed coming from me? But I always have excellent personal hygiene.
No, not like that.
Hey, Traveler, could I talk to you for a moment?
Ja, los, reden wir halt noch eine Runde.
I apologize again for not being completely honest with you. I truly am sorry, but I had to do it.
Ich verstehe. Übrigens, weiß Kokumi davon?
Ah, yes, Her Excellency. Well, let's just say that the war brought many terrible things while also forcing us to learn a lot.
Right, but that still doesn't answer the question.
Well, aren't you curious about who's been pushing for the new commodity bill? It certainly isn't the Conjo Commission, because it doesn't immediately benefit them. And we don't have any connections there.
Yeah, it's kinda as if the gods suddenly appeared to offer you a divine hand.
Yeah, the gods. I was invited to attend the Iridori Festival on Narukami Island with Her Excellency a while back. At the festival, I waited in the marketplace while Her Excellency...
Sie hat ein Treffen mit Frau Miko.
Yeah. She went to the Conjo Commission to see Lady Yai, purportedly for a book review, but there were other items on the agenda too. The meeting wasn't made public.
Dann gute Nacht, Opa, Banane.
Following her return, we began our attempts at boosting commercial activity, and it wasn't long before there was a push for a new commodity bill on Narukami Island. So, what do you make of it? Do you think Her Excellency knows about this?
Hä? Sangonomie ist ein Gebet. Hä? Warte, was war das? Ah, wow, das war ein extra Ding. Oh. Du bist doch heiß jetzt eigentlich, da vorne.
Hey, there you are. Come here, look. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's remarkable how such a barren land can give life to such wonderful and stunning scenery. To be honest, I am grateful to you for this trip. Before you arrived, I was running around like a headless chicken. Even if I happened to find out what was going on here, I wouldn't have been able to uncover any concrete information without you present. I'm just sorry that I promised I'd accompany you back. It appears that I won't be able to do so for the time being. So please, cover for me in the meantime, okay?
Hast du dich wirklich entschieden, das zu verbergen?
It's all in the past now. Let's just chalk it up as an intriguing experience I had on my trip here. Besides, that's not what I wanted to investigate anyway.
Hast du schon die Antwort?
Yes. Everyone you led me to and everything they said brought me closer to the answer. And now I finally get it. Watatsumi Island is an ancient land where the soil is poor and many crops do not grow because it's lacking a certain thing. But what the inhabitants of this land do have is bravery. They were courageous enough to stand up and resist the gods and accomplish what they knew could not be done. This is yet another instance in which that certain thing shines. That missing element. That certain thing is what I sensed present in Goro, Todoroki, Tokuda, and Masashi. Which is the true vitality of this land. I guess I was mistaken when I declared that something was missing. That something from this island had evaporated into thin air. Because even something that evaporates is not gone. It's still there, just in a different state of being. When water is heated by fire, it evaporates and eventually finds its place in the sky. Similarly, when the land was harmed, its vitality evaporated and eventually found its place among the inhabitants. This is the final answer I've been searching for. Anyway, thanks again. You know, even though we just met, I wish you could be my partner all the time. Call me greedy, I guess. But, of course, I know that's impossible. You have your own journey to complete.
Hey, du hast dich ja nie ziehen lassen, da wärst du
So
auch
I'll just
dabei.
keep doing what I can. Hopefully keeping my memories from evaporating safe and sound in my mind. That way, I'll always be able to remember these beautiful things. The beauty of Watatsumi Island. The people who are full of life and vitality. And you two, who were by my side.
Okay. Cool. Nach verdampften Erinnerungen. Jede Reise endet irgendwann. Nicht so die Erinnerung. So, ist doch ein schöner Abschluss dann für heute. Da machen wir die Aufnahme mal aus, weil das bringt nichts, wenn ich jetzt in der Aufnahme erzähle mit guten Rutsch und so ein Zeug und das, die Aufnahme erst wahrscheinlich in 4 Tagen oder 5 kommt. So, der letzte Stream des Jahres. Geht damit zu Ende. Weil heute machen wir nicht so lang. Ich bin irgendwie heute scheiß müde, Alter, und ich weiß nicht warum. Vielleicht ein bisschen zu viel rumgebaut. Ach scheiße, ich muss mein Bett dann auch noch freiräumen, was ich umgestellt habe. Da liegt der ganze Scheiß drauf. Ja. Dann bedanke ich mich bei euch ganz herzlich fürs Zuschauen. Ich wünsche euch allen einen guten Rutsch. Für die, die es später sehen, dann auch gesundes Neues. Oh, das Bennett-Ritual. Okay, das müssen wir noch machen. Als Abschluss. Gut, dass einer dran denkt. Wir verabschieden uns mit einem Knall. Ich habe die Bosse heute auch nicht gemacht. Ja, mal schauen. So, da drauf und... Warte mal, jetzt muss ich nochmal schnell was anderes schauen. Okay. Truppe. Da ist er. Er ist geheilt. Warte mal, da müssen wir noch was anderes machen. Geht das? Wird das ausgerüstet? Achso, okay. Oh. Hui! Buh, Bennett, buh! Hey! Und weil wir schon dabei sind, müssen wir es noch feiern. Oh. Ich meine, das können wir doch auch gleich machen, wenn wir es schon haben. Hä? Yeah! Ach scheiße, ich habe das Ding zu lange eingestellt. Und mit dem Bennett-Ritual beenden wir dann das Jahr. Also, bis zum nächsten Stream dann halt, meine ich. Und das war's dann. Dann wünsche ich allen eine gute Nacht, einen guten Rutsch. Und wie nochmal gesagt, die, wo es danach erst sehen, dann gesundes Neues schon. Ja, macht's gut und bis zum nächsten Mal. Servus.